I really wanna be
Oh, we up. Oh, my glass.
Hey yo, we are up. We are up. We are up. The podcast is kicking off. We have actually been in here for quite some time having off-brand conversations. Feel like we should probably actually go live and have these conversations to where y'all can hear us.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Just clicked up the podcast. Let me show y'all the graphics. There you go. It's up. Real, unique, all that cool stuff. Oh, it froze. There we go again. Real, unique, crazy, creative, clicked up Saturdays. Supposed to be at 7 p.m. Never happens that way. It's your boy, Jive English. Shadir's in the building.
You gonna say me first?
A lady named Bree is in the building. Kimchi and Bree in the building. You know what I'm saying? We about to have a good time, yo. We about to have a really good time. We about to have a really dope conversation this time. All right, calm down. Our audience is so robust. You really gotta, like tamper them down a little bit. They get a little excited around this time.
Yeah.
You know.
That liquor hitting, ain't it?
No, I don't feel anything.
I don't feel anything just now. Yeah, no.
It
Give
was
it a
that
second.
whole.
Give it a
Let's
second.
do a
that whole
sobriety
spiel.
test.
Huh?
Online.
The whole spiel. I'm trying to bring the energy up. Trying to get the show started. You know what I'm saying? Got my Finn hat on. Let me get my Finn. Let me get my Finn and Jake popping. Get my ears doing their
I'm a
thing.
Fiona and Kate kind of girl.
You know what I'm saying? I am on the hunt for a Luis hat with the bunny ears from Bob's Burgers.
I love
You
Bob's
could probably
Burgers.
get that off of Amazon.
I was gonna say that there's never a reason to be on the hunt for anything anymore.
I'm gonna get. I mean, I've seen them. There's some I've seen. I don't like them. I'm like, no, I don't like that one. I don't
Just
like
get
that
one
one.
made.
I don't know people like.
Just buy a few from Amazon.
I saw them, but I don't like none of them.
Just buy as many as you want and figure out which one you like.
Nah, I don't like them. I don't like the picture of them. Why would I purchase them?
I don't think you really want one.
I do. I just don't want one enough to like not like what I purchased.
Okay.
Sorry.
God damn.
Where'd that come from?
You good?
That's somebody auntie cough.
Jesus, I'm sorry.
That was way too funny.
No, because I was like, I was trying to hold it, and she was like,
That's what made it worse. When you try to hold a cough, just get it out. Just go ahead.
yeah. yeah.
Or
Get
excuse
out.
yourself.
So sorry.
Yeah. What I said? What I do?
Well, that was mic check. We ain't
Repeating
mic
what you
check.
said.
You got
Okay.
that.
We hear everything. We live.
What you about to go do?
Yo, what day is it for Kwanzaa? We gotta like keep
Just
in
take the
mind.
whole thing. What are you doing, weirdo?
What's the
I
day?
didn't want to take the whole thing because I didn't want to take it off you guys.
Oh man, my son touched my face and I got a bump.
Your son touch your face?
I don't let my son I am very sensitive about my face. Don't touch my face. And kids' hands are the nastiest thing, especially little boys. And every time he touched my face, I get a bump.
You get a bum bump.
And
Oh my
he
God.
went fishing today.
Oh,
As soon as
Lord.
he's like, Mom, don't touch my face. And I have a bump.
So witch hazel. Hey, that's what the old folks say. Go put some witch hazel on it.
So yeah, nah. So let's get right to it. I wanna. Normally we have weird conversations. We had all our weird conversations before we went live. Shadira kicks niggas off of roofs, staircases.
Stop trying to use me as a conversational piece, man. Like,
I
don't do that.
mean, that's what we talked about for like the last 20 minutes. Is what happened.
Today's the 27th, right?
Today is the 27th. So yeah.
What would Jive do?
What would Jive do? I wouldn't kick people.
I don't know, because I've seen
Oh, it's
a
my
niggerish
favorite
side of
one.
Jive.
It's Kuji Chakulia. Self-determination.
Oh, you talking about Kwanzaa?
Yeah.
Say-
Add a Kuji
say it again.
Chakulia, Kuji Chagulia, self-determination, to define ourselves, name ourselves, create for ourselves, and speak for ourselves. I had a poster of that as a child. It's all about self-determination,
What kind-
self-identity. Identity.
Were you?
Hmm?
All right, I'm gonna ask this question, man. You don't have to answer it.
I will.
Who is that outside? Okay.
Oh, that sounds like Navia.
Is that Navia?
Is that her?
Oh yeah, Navia was supposed to come
She
on.
was supposed to come. I was about to ask about that.
See, I want to be the Negro to open the door and figure out who that is.
Go answer the door.
You can be the Negro. You can be the Negro.
You
Have you can be the spook by the door. You ever read that book?
Spook by the
You know
fucking
what?
door.
Me.
Oh, you know that one?
Yeah, I do. You done took the whole lid off the thing?
What thing?
The mic thing.
I'm sorry, my apologies. I was getting up to
The microphone condom.
Can we
Wow.
Yeah, you can.
Are you gonna see if anybody's out there?
She did.
That was a nigga way to see it. Like, oh.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Go, whoop.
Yeah. Nobody's out there.
Guess not.
like I'm carrying a 40 caliber just in case.
I mean, but you want to be big women. Wait.
You have a 40 caliber with you right now?
I'm trying to get me one. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
What kind of gun do you have on your person right now?
Nothing right now. I'm trying to be a.
You could tell me.
secure
You could.
individual.
It sounds like you have a gun. Sounds like you might have a gun.
No,
She sound like she might be packing that.
You have a knife?
I do.
That's not a knife.
Yeah.
I
But
got
a
on
knife
the
is
armor
not a
going.
gun, though. It's just a knife.
The switchblade?
No.
No, that's
That's
a pocket
just legal,
knife.
and I'm trying to.
It's a pocket knife.
All right.
You got a
with the
pocket
flip.
knife?
I always carry one.
Did it come with the boots?
These boots are made. What were you
You
gonna
get
ask
it?
about my
You get it, like
childhood? Something,
Mexican?
something.
Oh yeah. I wanted to ask, like, before we get into it, like, were you as a kid, were you one of those
Sorry.
what I like to call a well actually nigga?
Sorry.
It's not.
Well, actually,
Yeah.
absolutely. It's because I'm a meta nerd though. Like I really like what I like.
Yeah.
I really like what I like, and I probably like it before you like. At least
And
that's
you
what
will love this-
pretentious
and
me
that's
says.
That's what
the
pretentious you.
Yeah, but I'm aware. I'm aware.
So how did y'all two meet each other? I mean, that's a good question.
I was renting this space. Like I was in a house, but I rented a room in the house just to like have a studio in it. It's like right after college, and one of my friends invited Shabri and her friends over, and I made Rice Krispie treats. They were delicious. They were perfect. I think they had weed in them or something.
Do you
And
think, or did they have weed in them?
they had weed in them, and
So what was the think part about?
Yeah, he was like,
It was
think that,
innocent.
you see me look at her, I was like,
they came. The room was undescript, clean and regular, and that was it. Right?
Y'all want the truth?
Yes.
Okay, so
I mean, that's how y'all met. I'm talking about how y'all got together. Like,
No, she to let her tell her.
Okay.
part of
you
the-
ain't heard. She said, y'all need the truth.
Yeah, all right, let's go.
okay, so met him a few years back, and yeah, we had a friend. We had a mutual friend, Pat, and he invited myself.
Another one of her
Another
friends.
friend
Yeah.
and another one of my friends, and we were going up to the room that he rented, and the room was not clean. It was
So you
niggas
tried to pad the
lived, like,
story.
yeah, I was like, you could tell that's where men like conjugated. Like that's where they were. There was porn all over the walls, naked women, all over the walls,
That doesn't even seem like me. That
and
doesn't
that's a lie. If you go to his Instagram right now, he has probably like a Sailor Moon girl with her
go on his
body.
page
Yeah, go
right
look
now.
at his
Hey,
stuff.
What she fails to mention is I had a beautiful floral couch. It was beige with this beautiful floral pattern in it.
It was tan, like a lot of people sat on it.
No, the color. It was actually.
No, it wasn't
It was
a couch.
clean. When you first saw it, it was clean.
Yeah, it was a good couch.
And I
but-
did have porn on the walls, but artfully, like just tastefully.
Tasteful
No.
porn. I don't know if that.
It looked like gas
Tastefully.
station porn pages put
Crazy.
on the wall.
No,
but
it-
I digress. Those Rice Krispie treats were not correct, so I did not partake in them. They did, in fact, smell like weed, and they looked questionable, so I didn't eat it. Met him. He was super bubbly and nice, and I'm like, why the fuck are we here? They're gonna like sex traffic me because there's fucking porn on the walls, and you're offering me drugs. You're gonna try and kill me. Like that's what I
Right,
thought.
right.
But then we started talking.
As
Very
you
nice
should.
guy. Came back, and I just got used to that. But we started dating. I asked him, can he give me a kiss?
On her vagina.
Yes, I was trying to keep it classy, but I was drunk. I want to let y'all know.
It was a long time
It was
ago.
a long time
It
ago.
was
It
a
was
long
very
time ago. That's cool.
intoxicated. And then from there, we tried to go back to just being friends as far as like, hey.
Excuse me?
Like, yeah, I know. It was,
Yo,
we tried to keep it-
bugging, yo.
And
What?
This was after the lower kiss?
yes, this was after the lower kiss. We
Who
were just,
suggested that?
Well,
No,
so-
we
so
didn't
the lower
suggest it. We
kiss
just tried to go
happened.
back. Yeah, the lower kiss happened. Lower kiss was
And y'all just both tried to act like it didn't happen.
We just try to say, "Oh, that happened, haha." Let's
Yeah,
go.
we like met up to be like, okay, hey, ha ha ha.
Y'all were kissing private parts.
Yeah, something like that.
Like, come on, bro. Kissing private parts.
Bunch of pickle smooches.
But I mean, the thing is, I told him like the first time I met him, I fell in love with him. I fell in love with his personality and how like energetic he was, and it was very, very positive. It felt warm being around him.
And you got your private kiss. And you thought you were gonna go back to friends.
I just didn't want to fuck up the friendship.
After
That's
the
all.
private,
Like we were really solid friends. Like we
Yeah,
would run into
like,
each
it was
other
one of those things of,
randomly.
like if we did,
Like for years, run into each other randomly.
and just go hang out.
Like,
you see my face.
I used to have locks. I used to have locks.
I remember that's when I first met you.
I don't remember meeting you then.
I remember meeting you at that one part. It was not a party. It was a concert that was happening at that spot. That used to be big. It used to be a stage on Bay. And I remember you meeting me because you were like, "Yo, I love your outfit," and I was like, "Oh shit, cool."
She did your eyes.
That's exactly
That's
what I
how
would
he would say.
And to
Like-
this day, I love your outfit. So I believe you.
That's why I want you to believe when I say that was some bullshit you just tried to pull off there.
I mean, we're here now.
Yeah, I'm glad y'all here
It
now,
was
but I
one of
want
the
y'all to
things
know.
I want you to know our type of relationship is if it did happen and we were like, hey, I had a good time, but we are not going to do that again. He would have been fine with that, and I
Look
would
at
have
y'all.
also been
Like,
fine
Some
with that
years
too.
later.
Like
How many years later?
We've hung out plenty of
Plenty of times.
times randomly.
How many years later though?
I think we probably met in like 2014.
So how many years later though?
Maybe like 10 years later.
Oh, okay. Look at y'all together.
I like
Yeah.
that.
After what?
Oh, sorry.
After
decade.
babies,
I like that.
And after
after
what?
relationships,
And after what?
and after the lower kiss, you keep trying to
Mhm.
get there. Yeah,
Mhm.
he.
It was innocent.
Okay.
Take off those glasses and say it to me clearly.
If I take them off, I won't be able to see you.
Oh, okay. So you
But
won't be able to try to
but-
flash.
But
me.
that is how we met.
That's how we met. And
How we
that's
got together.
together.
Yes.
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 It was-
So you got together.
Mhm.
You met each other a long time ago
a long
For
time
sure.
ago.
in a very amicable. Hey,
Yeah.
hi
Super
there.
platonic.
Super-
When I say
Super platonic.
super platonic.
And you at some point was like, I like this guy, and I want his mouth on my body.
I think
Somewhere.
what it was is that we hadn't seen each other in a long time.
And he was just like I said.
We just-
I've always I've always.
It's
liked
the
being
safe
around
feeling.
him.
It's the safe feeling.
Yeah.
When somebody can make you feel safe enough,
Yes.
your body also.
Yeah, I was gonna say
responds.
Yeah.
this man has carried me downstairs, blacked out drunk, and hasn't tried. You know what I'm saying? He's never come on to me. He's never been that type of man that was like, I see your titties. He'll tell me that now, but he's very respectful. Like if I gotta get undressed, he's like,
Now?
you done? No, shut up.
Is it now? Because not now.
Like there's been plenty of times where something could have happened, but because we respect each other so much as people, and I love being his friend. Like he's still my best friend, and because that
love
line
that.
is so solid, it was just one of those things of like, I'm not gonna. We're good here. Like, oh yeah, I'm fucked up, and I know he's gonna take me home. I don't have to feel awkward about anything. I don't have to feel as if he's going to try and find me. I could black out. I could go like this, and I know I'm gonna get home safely. I know I'm gonna probably end up on a couch, and he's gonna text me, "Hey, let me know when you get home," or something. Like that's the type of man he is. So that night, I was feeling real bold, and I said some things, and he obliged. And the rest is history.
Praise God.
There was no going back. Is my whole thing right there.
Here's the thing.
My
You
whole-
were thoroughly pleased. That's
Not
what I'm
going
getting from
backwards.
this. That's what I'm getting from this.
Not going backwards.
Here's the thing. Like I said, we met up afterwards and we had like a nice dinner chat where we talked about it.
After action report, like, yo,
There
like,
was no going back. Is the point I'm getting
Hey.
at. There was no point. There was no going back. You guys were not going.
Yeah, I mean,
I think you can go
I
back.
think you could
Yeah,
go
you
back.
could.
There was a
Go back.
brief window where we could have
Could
went back.
You could definitely go back.
And I believe that our
You
friendship
never had a
was
head
strong
buddy?
enough to.
wait, stop.
This is
Don't
why
nobody
he
saying
say
no
go.
more
This
words.
is why he
Stop
say
saying
go.
words. Shadira, sure, no, don't say nothing. Elena named Bria, I need you to repeat yourself one more time.
Had a head, buddy.
See, this is why you say she a pimp.
The head,
A
but
head buddy.
A munch.
this is what's crazy. It's crazy you say that. Because afterwards, I was like, yo, did I just become somebody's munch, bro? I was getting fucked up. I was like, damn, bro, this is crazy. But then she sent me like the eyes, like the what you doing
She
eyes.
saved you from the fear.
It wasn't really
She-
fear.
yeah.
I'm actually cool enough that it was like,
So if you became somebody's munch, you'd be like, all right, that's cool. I'm
never
with that."
happens. I'm actually very
He actually
reserved.
offered.
I'm actually very reserved.
He offered me.
So
I don't know, man. I don't
But-
know. I got that. That's my fear I have, man. I don't want to
being
be
a
so,
munch.
because all right. So
I mean, why? See,
because-
that's a mental thing, and that's ego. Because if,
But it's not ego. Let me
my
tell you.
thing is clean, and if I know a guy who genuinely liked to eat my vagina,
I mean, and I'm not taking anything away from that. But here's my whole thing.
and just go to work.
Do what he
Go to
need
work
do.
is madness. That's
And-
space
and-
madness.
This works.
And he was pleased. So what I'm gonna say no. I'm say stop it. The hell no. It's
Y'all
all-
sound like niggas.
Like
I
a
just
green
need y'all to
eye.
know.
No, you gotta understand that, like, as a woman, I can go outside with a bonnet on, crust in my eyes, and slobber on my face, and the man's gonna tell me, "Oh my God, you look so good."
Mhm.
So it's not, if you're gonna offer it to me, and that's also gonna, get you where you need to be. Why would I say no? If you're offering to please me, and I don't have to do anything but lay there and receive that pleasure, yeah, I'm gonna do that.
And how many times y'all guys done had a little
Yeah,
bopper?
y'all had a little bop.
Let me tell you a story. I don't want to get to our main topic. Let me just tell you, like, all right, so in my life, because of the life I kind of live, regardless of how y'all might see me, I'm really like a homebody type of dude. I really don't. If I'm not in here or work, I'm home
How do you think we see you? Why'd you say it like that?
because I've heard things about me.
What have you
They
heard?
always in the street.
I heard things about me
Street
that
rat.
make me jealous of the me.
Playa.
I've heard things about me that make me jealous of the me that they say I am. I'm like, nigga, I want to be this nigga. This nigga got all the hoes. Like, where? I don't have any of them.
You
I
sure?
don't have any.
You sure about that?
I promise you.
You sure?
I
He
promise
said-
you.
But a nigga that says that actually does.
He says he can neither
He got
confirm nor
sneaky link.
deny.
No, I'm telling, bro. I'm at work. She knows where I work. I'm at work when they open the motherfucking doors to when they close the motherfucking doors. That is 14.5 hours.
Yeah, then the niggas that have the hoes because, excuse me, I'm not calling women hoes, but women like responsible people.
So let me tell the rest of the story. So the way it works was because that's the type of dude I was, I started to realize that I'm what they call a safe bet. And that's because I'm not out there like that. I'm too busy. I'm a single parent. You know what I'm saying? I got kids to go home to. I got shit to do.
You ever seen that episode of like Fresh Prince where Will Smith is like running around with like, what's the little kid's name that's part of the family?
Yeah, the boy, the
Yeah,
son.
and he's going out with them and girls are hitting on him. He's like, oh shit. That's what that reminds me of. It's like, it's the idea of you being responsible with your kids. It's.
Can I tell the rest of the story, or are you
Stuff.
gonna just like tell the story for me?
Ooh.
Yeah,
I was telling the Will Smith story. If that's your exact story,
I mean, it's kind of you're they're giving the allegory to the story that I'm actually gonna be giving.
I was just giving, Fresh Prince. Everybody like Fresh Prince.
I mean, everybody likes Fresh Prince. West Philadelphia, born and raised. I get it.
On the
I get
playground
it.
where I spend
Most
most
of
of
my
my
days.
That's
days.
where those
Chill
Feel out, max, to relax and all cool, and I was sitting outside of the school, and a couple of guys, they was up to no good. Started making trouble in my neighborhood. I got in one little fight, and my mom got scared and said, "You moving with your auntie and uncle in Bel Air." Whistle for a cab, and when it came near, the license said "Play fresh," and then it had dice in the mirror. And anything I could say the discount rush red, but I thought, man, forget it. Yo, home to Bel Air.
Dun, 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 dun.
I pulled up to the house about 7 or 8. I yelled to the cab, "Yo, home, smell you later." Looked at my kingdom, I was finally there to sit on my throne as the Prince of Bel Air. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm real happy for y'all about that.
If you had one of them grenades, you might be
That's
right.
what I'm saying, dog. You
Isn't that a grenade?
Okay,
huh?
cool story, my guy.
My bad, man.
Okay.
Cool story, bro.
I'm gonna shut up.
I'm sorry. My man.
I'm done.
Yeah. All right, so I felt like that's what my role was. I was a safe bet. And I knew, and this happened 3 times in my life with 3 different women, where, and I started to understand what women were feeling, right? I knew 3 very attractive women that would go have their nightlife and then come by my house for the nightcap and then go home.
Or you fuck them?
Oh, you
I
munch-
said nightcap. I'm just gonna
He
just say.
munched them.
He was
I
having
don't munch a
sex.
motherfucking
He
thing.
was having
Oh.
sex.
I tell you,
Don't munch?
I don't munch. I mean, I do, but it ain't gonna be just that. I could. No,
He said
absolutely
there's
not.
no part of a woman's body he wouldn't put in his mouth. He said that multiple times.
Oh no, I stand by that.
He said that.
Okay, so
I stand by that.
So what's
Fair.
the issue?
That's fair.
How are we going to
My man.
those two munch in this? Like, how are we going to connect these two?
'Cause
So
he
what
said
I'm saying, what I'm trying to say, let me just tell the story. So what I'm trying to say is, like, the feeling of like kind of being used, munch shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I've had that like, oh, she's gonna come over here, we're gonna do some shit, and then she's gonna go off and go home to whoever. And I was, you know, as you're taught as men, that's supposed to be like the shit.
It's a shitty feeling.
But it says, bro, that shit is so empty. You know how many I've had to tell women stop coming here at 2:00 in the morning. I got kids in here.
So you're saying this story, and then before this, you prefaced it with the whole, I don't know why people think I'm this guy with all these hoes, and but women come into my house at 2:00 in the morning.
You're
And
not supposed to
and I
read it
say,
like that.
"Stop."
You're
And
not supposed to read it like that.
Bro, you tell the story, and we're just like, oh, okay.
You could have.
Context
I thought we just sang the song together, bro. We just sang a song.
Nigga, I'm on the
man.
same page. I'm just being real with you, nigga.
I thought we
I
were.
didn't lie to you.
I'm just saying, like, it's not the
You
same.
had a friend.
I did. I
Yo,
honestly
your
thought
friend
I
is
had
telling
a friend.
you, hey, you way more player than maybe you actually might believe you are. And
It's
actually-
not player to be
actually,
used, bro. That's not
I
a
know-
player
I
move.
know
also
niggas like
have
you.
boundaries. You could also tell those women you
You
can't
just
come to
have
my
a
house.
sensitive.
But I just told you that's what I said. I said like, yo, we can't do.
Honestly,
you can't keep doing this.
You're not gonna trick me, bro. That's part of your game. I get it. I'm not no player.
I just crush a lot.
This
Okay.
is the
I
thing, like-
actually want to be with Bria, but Bria's too much of a pimp. She got.
Oh yeah, that's a strong lady right there.
That
She's
Bria,
running tight.
lady named Bria.
His shot.
I mean, I shot my.
What the fuck?
Lock the door.
See, that's what happened. See,
Lock
somebody heard me
the
say
door.
that shit. One of her hoes
Damn.
Nobody else locked the
would be
door.
damned.
There ain't no
Why you
lock the door
calling me?
moment.
You got a man that's sitting up there trying to be a man right there. Nah. It's your man right there. It's your man right there. Call your man's right there. That's the man that's throwing his shot to protect you and everything. That's your guy. He said he want to be with you. No, call that nigga. Call that nigga.
But you
Call that nigga.
You was.
I got up to be
going to
nosy.
go see
I
what
got up
happened.
to be
Go be
nosy.
nosy.
Nah. You was looking for protection.
No, it
You was
ain't. I
looking for protection. You was looking for
I
you. When you looked at made that look, you was like, oh shit. Then you said Shadera. No, call Jive Tavius.
Well, to be fair,
Call
you do
Jive
got-
Tavius.
You do got that knife and maybe a gun. You said you didn't.
I don't have a gun.
Sure.
I'm telling God honest truth. I don't have no gun. No gun.
Hey, I believe you.
Like no gun. God honest truth. If I did, you probably still wouldn't know. But I ain't got no gun.
That's not a surety. Like if I did, still the answer is no. But
I
no.
mean, at the end of the day.
So you're saying if you had a gun, you wouldn't tell me you had a gun.
No.
But I'm supposed to believe you don't have a
Why
gun
would I
right now.
tell you I had a gun if I had a gun? I'm telling you verbatim, I don't have a gun. I don't have a gun.
But why would you tell me you have a gun if you don't want me to know you have a gun?
Why would I tell you I have a gun though?
You're saying that if you had a gun, you would say that you don't have a gun. Now you're saying you don't
if
have
I
a gun.
had a gun, you would know I had a gun based on the fact of what I would do.
If
But
you had a
not-
gun right now, you'd be like, shut up, nigga, I got a gun.
And
No,
he
no,
felt
no,
used.
no.
I'm
Nobody
still
would
trying to
do
figure out
that.
how
If
they-
I had a gun, I would be more like,
Okay.
I would be more laid back. I'm on edge.
Anyway, all right, fun's over. Let's
Jive
have it.
Tavius, don't skip past this. Bria, call your nigga. That is
Bria, call your
man
nigga.
right
The fun
there.
is never over, Jive.
It's never over.
The fun never ends.
Never ends.
It just changes.
I mean, I still have a whole week off of work. I can have all the fun in the world.
Oh, look at you. How
What
many
did you
girls?
say before on the phone that you probably don't want to say out loud? You said you were looking for your next baby mama within these weeks. Bria.
I did not say
Don't,
that.
yeah,
Those
you did.
Those are not the
You
words.
said
That's
what
assault.
say, he
That's
said
First of
Bria.
all, First of all, what I said
Wait, I'm trying to
was.
set up a good
First of
thing
all,
between
first
y'all.
of all, what I
I'm trying
said.
to set up a good thing.
First of
between
all,
y'all.
what I said was
set up a
the
good
next woman I have kids with, we gonna be together, like married.
Nah,
That's
player.
what I
Say
said.
what you said on the phone.
What I said? Okay, tell me
When
what
you
I said. Tell me what I
just
said.
said what you
Tell me
said.
what I said.
Bria, I'm trying to.
She lick it up like a motherfucker. Try to tell me what I said. Go ahead, tell me
Set
what I
you up
said.
with a
Tell me what I
good thing.
said.
Good thing.
How much liquor was in the Sprite?
I swear.
Nah,
to
nah.
God.
I'm trying to set him up with a good thing. He said that shit on the phone with me. He be
What'd I
saying some
say?
slick ass shit. Like the
I
same
don't-
thing
I don't know
he
what you're
said where
talking
he was
about.
like, I be getting them. He
That
he
is
acting
not
like
what I
he's
said.
not
That's not
player or
what I said.
whatever.
That is not what I
Kimchi,
said.
We
his
see-
ass, Kimchi, I'm telling you, his ass was talking that shit.
I know.
Talking
I
that
believe
shit
it.
in the car with
believe
me.
it. I
Talking
believe
all that shit in the car.
She
with
was
me.
asleep in the car.
Nah,
How you know
nigga,
what I was
we
talking
ain't
about?
we ain't talking about yesterday. We're talking about other days. You've said this plenty of other days.
What have I
to
said
let
other
me
days?
know you Mr. Pimp, Mr. Player.
I've
I get
never
them
said
like
any
that.
of those
Yeah, you
words.
did.
There's another
He
word
was like
that's-
this because I get them. He was on the card
That is not
on
what I
the
was
card
saying.
thing like this. I'm like, I get them.
That is
Don't
not how-
lie.
That doesn't even
Don't lie.
sound like
Yeah,
my
do.
language.
Yeah,
Sounds like
do.
you.
It does. Thank
Yo.
you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yo, you
Thank
are
you.
a
That's
Thank
exactly
you.
like you.
Exactly like this
You are
guy.
an instigator.
Exactly
Damn,
like
that's
this.
exactly what God
Exactly
would
like
say.
this guy. Don't try to make me out to
That's
be a
exactly what
liar.
he would say.
You want to make me out to be a liar in front of girls, more girlier girls, right? You or more looking girly girls, right?
What is-
Don't
what
try
is-
to make me out
what
to
is
be a
looking
liar.
Girly girls. I don't know.
Don't make me out to be a
There's
liar.
a lot of language I don't use.
Don't make me out to be a liar, bro.
There's a lot of language I don't use.
Ladies, more looking feminine ladies. That nigga, don't listen to this nigga when he be talking that shit, acting like he Mr. Simp of the year. This nigga be
I
sitting
never
up here
said that.
talking
I've never said
the
that
same
either.
way why he
Never
be
said that
talking about
either.
he say you too player, too pimp for him, cause that nigga's a pimp. Don't listen to this nigga. Don't listen. I'm trying to set up a good thing.
You do
that
got
could be a man.
pimpish vibes, bro.
He is a pimp. Don't listen to this nigga. Don't listen to him. Don't listen to him.
Pimpish
Don't listen to him when he talking that simp shit.
Not gorilla
Nigga
pimp.
is lying.
Not
He is
gorilla
lying.
pimp.
He is a different
First
nigga
of all,
on the phone.
wait. What is a gorilla pimp? That's
Oh, an abusive pimp.
Bro, you know what a gorilla pimp is. Come on, bro.
no, I don't. I don't know what that means. I don't.
You don't know what gorilla pimp is. Have you ever seen you never seen American Pimp?
No.
No.
You've never seen American Pimp?
I haven't either. What is it?
What is
Wow.
that? Is that a show or a
It's-
movie?
it's a
Denzel
movie.
Washington.
No, it's not. It's a documentary. It has a whole bunch of pimps in it.
Oh
and
no, I'm thinking about American.
Oh, with Iceberg Slim on it.
Nice person's not in it. It's like motherfucking. I think what's that nigga name? Pimpin' Ken might be in it a little bit. It's like a whole bunch of different niggas, bro.
Okay, so I need to be honest with you guys. There's a lot of black movies I haven't seen.
But you try to talk
What's
about
the
my black
blackest
card.
movie that you have you seen Sinners?
Crazy.
Yeah, I've seen Sinners.
Mm.
Okay, I haven't seen. This is gonna fuck y'all up. I haven't seen any Power.
Okay.
I haven't seen any. What's the other one? What's the other one? Power, and then the other one. What's the other one?
Godfather Harlem.
No. There's Power, and then there's the other one.
BMF.
I haven't seen any of that shit. I haven't seen.
You hate 50 Cent.
Hulu. I mean, not Hulu. Shit. It's
That's what you're thinking.
Snowfall.
I haven't seen none of that.
Yo, first of all, Snowfall is amazing.
It is.
I haven't seen none of that.
It is.
I haven't seen. This is gonna fuck y'all up. I haven't.
The Wire.
I haven't
The
seen The Wire.
Wire-
I haven't seen The Wire either.
Look, Black.
I've never
White,
seen The Wire.
otherwise, The Wire might be one of the greatest, if not the greatest, television series.
Look.
ever.
Here's the
It
crazy
is
thing
so
about
smart.
it.
It's so brilliant.
Here's the thing. I've heard white, black, Puerto Rican, Asian. Everybody says they love The Wire, and
The Wire.
I've never seen it.
No, The Wire is like, if you need to watch TV right now, you need to watch The Wire.
Now, I've also never seen. This is gonna fuck some of y'all up. I don't know. Maybe the age thing. Maybe not. But I've never seen The Wiz. Never. I've
Never seen it in its entirety all at once. But I have.
I've never seen. I remember
but-
one time I tried to put it on, and I fell asleep immediately.
You know what? Check it though. I realized I didn't see a lot of musicals growing up because like I grew up with just my mom. My mom hates musicals. I didn't see Grease till like 8th grade, nigga. I was like, what the fuck is this?
My mom had.
I've never seen Grease.
I went back and was like, Mom, I saw Grease. She's like, nigga, I hate musicals.
My mom had me watching the Phantom of the Opera. Yeah,
I did see the Phantom of the
We
Opera,
had
though.
to see.
Bless her. That's
It
the
was
one.
I see
musicals.
Phantom.
We had to, it was musical city around here.
See, my mom
Somebody
is like a.
Who's that?
My mom is like me. I'm like a. Probably not because that door needs to be unlocked. That's that door over there.
Stop slamming the goddamn door.
My mom is like a cartoon head, and that's why I'm the way I am. I watch I cannot get enough cartoons, bro.
My mom likes Star Trek, so I think I like a lot of sci-fi stuff because of that.
I get that.
I like sci-fi stuff. I love.
You
Star Trek.
seem like a sci-fi
I like
dude.
sci-fi too.
Do I?
You seem like a sci-fi nigga.
Nah,
Sci-fi is the 80s version of anime niggas.
I guess.
Because there wasn't all that. The only thing that came out in the
Did you see
80s.
Lovecraft Country?
Of course.
Yeah, I've seen Lovecraft Country. I watched all
Of
of that.
course.
I was so pissed when they didn't bring that shit. But
Isn't
like,
it crazy that actually like Lovecraft was like racist? Like he's actually racist.
I mean, that was the point of the thing.
Yeah. Just,
Black
There's a
like
point
black
in that.
people had magic and the white people took it.
Yeah.
But Lovecraft himself was like racist.
The guy who wrote it?
Like, no, he didn't write that. But it's like it's Lovecraft Country, but like Lovecraft. You know the Arthur Lovecraft,
Yeah.
like
please.
Cthulhu and all those characters.
Uh-huh.
Like I think like if you read into him, he's kind of racist.
Explain.
Nigga, I don't know. I just explain the best I can, bro. The nigga is a white man that's a little bit racist, bro. And to be honest, it's like the 30s, 40s when he's probably writing this shit, bro. It's like regular.
The guy who wrote it is still alive.
No, Lovecraft. Do you know who Lovecraft is?
No, I don't know who
Do
that
you know Cthulhu?
No, I don't know what that is. School me. Put me on game.
Cthulhu's like cosmic horror. It's like I forget this nigga's initials, but it's something Lovecraft, and he was like a sci-fi writer. He wrote like cosmic horror stories. Like I keep saying Cthulhu, but that's like a really famous one. Maybe his most famous one. It's like a cosmic deity who exists outside time and space, but this is like so horrific. Like that was his thing.
Yeah, I don't know anything about that.
Yeah, but that's why it's called Lovecraft Country because
Of the guy named Lovecraft.
it's a nigga named Lovecraft.
You just gave me some information I didn't know before right this very moment.
My
Does
bad.
anybody know
And
anything about that?
I might be wrong. Maybe it has nothing to do with Lovecraft, but I super doubt that it's completely disconnected from the nigga that wrote Cthulhu, which is the only thing I know about him.
And the nigga is a white person who is racist.
Yeah, you know, when a nigga say nigga, bro, it don't really mean just niggas, bro. A nigga, when we're saying it, it means human beings, bro. Gandhi was a nigga. Hitler, a nigga. There you go.
No, Hitler wasn't a nigga. Hitler was this nigga.
Nigga's a noun.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm
Hitler,
saying-
Hitler was like
I'm-
this nigga, like this nigga.
No,
like,
but in that sense, bro, I could be like, yo, that nigga Hitler, and you'd be like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
that nigga Hitler.
No, I don't disagree with anything you're saying.
Exactly.
Yeah. Maybe we're being too loose with the word nigga. I think you know what I'm saying? Because that's what invites people into our shit, is we extend the bubble of niggerdom. You know what I'm saying?
No,
To non-niggas.
no.
And then they
I could say it, nigga. You can't. That's like I could talk about my sister, but motherfucker, you better not say nothing about my goddamn sister.
Yeah, but the issue is.
But the issue is there's too many. Wait.
Yeah.
Let me just do this. Let me just do this. There's too many motherfuckers who are giving out what we call motherfucking barbecue passes. You can come up to the cookout passes,
Oh yeah.
and we be inviting too many motherfuckers in. That motherfucker
no.
saying one
Certain
note
people-
that sound.
Certain people let them do that. You can't do that around my folks. What? Let a white person say pull out, nigga. I don't care.
But this is what I'm saying though. There's these.
It's
Well,
certain
it doesn't
people-
matter. It's just and then they be letting they little white counterparts. You know what I'm saying? I don't get. Look, here's the thing. Poor don't mean black. You feel what I'm saying? So that doesn't mean because you grew up in poverty, you've experienced the black experience. Black is a culture, not just an economic status. And white people be thinking, well, I grew up poor, so therefore that's you know what I'm saying?
I ain't never heard no shit like that. You better not say that shit, Rhonda.
But this is what I'm saying, though. This is what I'm saying. So I'm just a little bit protective of nigga shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I feel like black people are in a very, black Americans are in a very specific place where we are the only people who you are seeing actually build a culture from the ground up.
Yo, my dad sent me a message where he was talking about like how we're the lost tribe, and I was like, well, nigga, like for a lost tribe, we
You said, well, nigga, to your daddy?
I didn't say well, nigga, to just.
I was just like, that's a wild thing.
I use the word nigga as in like niggas definitely have created, you know, most of popular culture, like rock and roll country.
But it's more important than that. Like it's like when you create a culture, not just pop culture or whatever, when you create a culture, you're talking about textiles, religion, oral tradition, you're talking about, you know, fables, legend. You're talking about all the things.
You know, do you watch YouTube? You like a video essayist type guy? I am. I love video essayists. Are you?
Yeah, a little bit.
You know FD Signifier?
I think if I
You seem like exactly the type of nigga that would watch that. I love FD, but I'm watching a video from him like the other day where he was saying that black culture is extremely, I don't know if he said meta textual, but like it's like you need a lot of context for our culture.
Yeah.
Like we'll say something and it'll seem like we're just saying this, but because you know as a black person what we're talking about, like the cookout.
yeah.
No, it's like you good. Cause you good could mean several different things. Like if we beefing and I see you and you looking kind of hard, like
Yeah.
nigga, you good?
Yeah.
Or if you looking kind of sad, nigga, you good?
Yeah,
if
but
I got some tree and I'm looking to make sure you want to, you good?
Yeah, but for a person who isn't black, a nigga who don't speak English, you like you good. They're like, yes, I am good.
I mean, but
I'm fine actually.
There's so much context in the things that we say, in the way that we deliver it.
Yeah, because like just like the Asian language, like I find out a lot of Asian languages,
Ooh, the
the
Asian
co-
language.
like a lot of Asian languages. That's what I just said. A lot of Asian languages, the way you say the word changes what the word means entirely.
For sure.
So
it's like Chinese. Can't
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So the friend that I talked to, and I'm not going to pretend to know any like Asian languages, but he's Laos. And he was like, if you say this word this way, it means this. And if you say this word this way, it means that. And these two things have no connection to each other. But it's the way you say it. Like, just like you were saying, you good does not mean the same thing. Like you said, if you're talking about weed, hey, man, because we walked up to, the nigga for having and be like, hey, man, you good? He knows what that means.
Then I want you to you good? Or you
know what I'm saying? But if I walk up on somebody I know, I got a problem with, I'm like, hey, yo, man, you good? That doesn't mean those two words they don't even mean the same word. You know what I'm saying? One means, do you have what I need? And the other one is, you trying to get it started right now?
Yeah, oh yeah, you good, nigga?
Like, you good? Like, because we can get it popping right now.
You know what I think, man? As Southern Americans, especially Southern Black Americans, we have such a robust lexicon that's unique to us, and
we're more closer to our roots.
Yeah, but I think that the mistake we make is not realizing that the way that we talk is it's kind of like patois. You know how like people in the Caribbean speak patois, and it's like really, it's like thick, it's accents, it's all this stuff. Like we're not speaking patois, but the way that we talk is like so coded for us. If you're not us, sometimes you won't understand. And for a long time, I think before our generation, niggas was taught that that shit was stupid.
No, because you got to think like Geechee, that is an actual. I don't want to say language. That is our
dialect.
That's our dialect, and for a long time,
Creole.
It was perceived as broken English.
Yeah.
So we were trying to kind of mask it.
Yeah.
But they are now like accepting Geechee, because that's what it is. Like when you hear somebody, boy over there, where's that over there?
Yeah.
Where over there?
Niggas got over here and like they heard the language, like, okay, we just gonna remix that. Y'all using a lot of stuff you don't really need. Let's go ahead and do this like this. Like we took a lot of West African traditions, applied them to a European language, and made it the best. Like Gen Z, their whole slang is nothing but AAV, African American vernacular.
And if you want to be honest, K-pop, somebody came out. K-pop is black culture.
K-pop is super black culture.
Yes.
It'd be killing me, and they'd be like, "Oh, girls with the nails." If you go, one of my favorite restaurants is on Montgomery Crossroads called Kimchi 2. One of my favorite restaurants.
I'm Kimchi 1. That's why it's Kimchi 2.
And all they do is show K-pop.
I see what you did there. I just want to let you
And
know.
all K-pop is all it is. All you see is the blackness of
It's refurbished black culture, but they know it. See, a few years ago, maybe like 10 years ago at this point, I went to Korea to visit some family, and I met this dude, awesome guy, amazing guy. His name is Carlos, but he's a part of this group called Uptown, and they're like this Korean hip hop group from the 90s, right? And like he never was just like, yo, it's just black music, but like all the influences was just American hip hop stuff from the 90s. Like Satoji and the Boys was all just like they were listening to hip hop created by black people, and like I'm gonna say refurbishing it for a different audience. And now we're at this point where it's K-pop, and it is definitely black culture being given to you by people who aren't black, and that's why I'm not gonna say that's the only reason why it's palatable to
It's
some
the reason
people.
why. It's the reason
It's
why.
connected to it for sure.
Because anything.
It's not the sole reason, because they got a whole machine and mechanism that exists outside of just like America, like the things that they're doing, like taking niggas when they 12 and 13 and putting them like through training and shit. Like we're not necessarily doing that in mass here. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why they have the K-pop groups. That's like they have an industry like where they're using black music as a blueprint, but they're like putting people through a pipeline. Whereas here you have an individual artist who might never deal with nobody till they're like 21, and then they get in the studio and they're doing things. It's like it's a different system. Here it's a little more freeform, and there it's like they're like studying this and like, all right, let's put it through the fucking factory.
That's what they've been doing to us forever. And I use this example all the time. Big lips weren't cute until Angelina Jolie came out. A fat ass was not big until Angelina Jolie.
Kim Kardashian.
No. Take it back. Jennifer Lopez. You know, so everything looks better on everybody but us. That girl, Bad Barb, who became famous, Catch Me Outside. How about that?
Oh, Bad Baby.
Whoever the fuck that bitch is, I can't stand her. But anyway, she got famous talking like. But when we do it, we're classless.
But
we ain't got class.
there-
We're being a ghetto black woman.
There is a question that has to be raised with just the fact that like when Bad Baby became famous, she's probably 12 or 13, right? And she was already using like Gen Z language, which is again all AAV, it's all black language, and she's from South Florida. You know what I'm saying? So like, yes, she is a little white girl. Yes, she is talking like this, but also yes, she was learning this from her environment around her. Even if she was just going to school and learning it, it's like it's almost like our culture is so strong, so
Permanent.
so permanent that like once it is around, it's like, damn, dude, I can't even blame you for picking that shit up because
So, no, but I
But no,
can.
but
But
you
here,
don't
but I
get
can.
famous until
But till you,
another
yeah.
race do it. That's the point.
Yeah.
Until it's on another skin color. Because like I said, if I do it, she's just a ghetto black.
oh, for sure,
woman.
for sure.
But anybody else could try it. Because that's what they try us on like costumes. You try us on, and yeah, whether it's your environment or not, you're gonna get famous while everybody. You know how many different races I done seen white girls walk around bonnets on their head.
For sure.
But guess what? It's not classless until you see a darker skin under that bonnet.
For sure, but what I'm saying is it's really more about having these conversations and educating the people about where the culture that they're pulling, the culture that they're pulling from, where that originates. It's just educating everybody about where that comes from. Like I can't control that you grew up listening to this, that, and the third, and now you're talking like this. It might not be something that you're just putting on. It might literally be something that is coming natural to you just from your environment. I'm not saying that people like Bad Baby aren't blackfishing. I'm not saying that that's not happening. But I'm also saying like you've never met a white person that like they're not talking black as an act. They're not doing those things. It's like that's just who they are. You know
I
what I'm
don't
saying?
believe
Like
that.
that's legitimate. Like
I don't believe that.
you don't ever believe that
I don't believe that at all.
ever.
I don't ever believe that.
Well, I've worked with a white girl.
Because just like how black people. Oh no, please go ahead. Please continue.
What I'm
Yeah.
saying is I've been around both types of white people. I've been around a girl who like this is girl now. She got all her kids are mixed because of who we went to school together. I forgot her name. I'm just gonna say Amber. Amber was this tall white girl, blue eyes, brunette hair, but she talked like me because she lived down the street from me, and her mama was one of them girls who like black men, but she grew up here. So when she, girl, who the fuck is you? And she going off like she really giving it to your ass. It's not her. It's her because she probably did get roasted when she was in elementary. Hell, we all did, but we grew a skin so that we. Oh, you gonna get at me like this? She would say that. I ain't never heard her say nigga, and I'm not that cool. But I've seen her fought black girls because them girls was trying her. You know what I'm saying? She stood on that, and it's not a costume that she tried on. That is exactly who she is. She doesn't change her voice. We all have our customer service voice when we gotta go somewhere. But it's when she get home.
Pause. But that's the whole point,
No,
right?
I'm talking about at work. Yeah.
Because
You can say that, and I'm gonna finish my story.
Go
and then
ahead. Go ahead.
But what I'm saying is, it's not a costume. But I've also met a white girl who she
is
saw a
possible.
black dude,
Mhm.
thought he was handsome, but knew that she wasn't aesthetically pleasing to him. So she changed who she was to be more,
Mhm.
I guess, attracted to that man. So I've seen a lot of women put on different things. But when I go back to the customer service voice, what I'm saying is that I've seen her at her job in her scrubs because she's a CNN. She's not CNN. What is it?
CNA.
CNA. Thank you.
CNA.
I'm thinking about damn
The news.
yeah, the news. But either way, what I'm saying is if I see that girl and she got on the bonnet, she probably got lemonade braids up under it because she does that. But she goes to the people to do her hair because she knows she don't got no coily hair, but she still gets that style done. It's her hair. It's those things of like, I know there are people out there trying on our skin because that is a true thing.
For sure.
But I do believe that there are people who, when you grow up in a certain space, yes, that is who you are. I'm not. She might have faced it. Oh, you just a white girl trying to do this. She's like, no, this is really who I am. You can put me anywhere. You can put me over there with them white folks. You can put me over there with them black folks. I'm still gonna be me because it's where I grew up at. She'll tell you her street she grew up on. You could tell when somebody really went there. You know what I'm saying? You could tell. And then sometimes you can't. Sometimes they put that shit on real, real good. And you be like, damn, you came from this and this is how you want to act. Then that's you as a person. You choose to either still be around them or get the fuck on. But yeah, I don't think that a lot of people realize that they are putting on our skin, whether they know it or not. It's a lot of things that originate back to what we do that people have pulled from and they try to relabel it and all these other things, but it's still us and you can still see that. So I think I've grown up in a space where like I'm not the oddball out, but I'm the peculiar one in the family. I'm gonna go skydiving. I'm gonna go do all these things because I choose to do it. And they've always called me a white girl for being adventurous, and I always hated that because I'm like, you don't have to be a certain color to want to go experience things. I don't have to just want to go sit up in somebody's Chevy on 26s. I like that, but I also want to go sit in a fucking Fiat in Italy drinking like espresso. You could be multifaceted, and I think that that's what they try and tell us that we can't be. I think that is why they always, it's so classless when black people. No, it's classless because we did it first, we do it better, and you're upset because you could never get that essence of it. So I think with all that being said, bring it all back is that, like he said, you could tell when someone, with their circumstances and who they are because of the environment they grew up in. And then you can also peep out the culture vultures. You can.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And especially if you're really in tune with who you are as a black person, you got a strong pull on who you are and your identity, everything that you've gone through, you could really spot those people. And even those ones who grew up in the circumstances and they milk it, because I've seen those people. You know what I'm saying? Like, they had opportunities to get away from certain things, but because they like being in that certain environment and they like the attention that they're getting there, they would rather stay there. And that, to me, is crazy. I think that everybody should have an opportunity to get everywhere, anytime. But that's the system's not set up for us like that. So when I do see those who are white and they're like, hey, I'm here because, I grew up in the trenches. You didn't have to. You chose to do this because right now it's the new trend. It's the fad. And unfortunately, black people are gonna always be a fad. Rather we just sit quietly because there's always gonna be a white person in our business because they don't have anything.
Well, it's also because we've been so ostracized from, especially in America, like the mainstays of power, that our personal culture is kind of like it is our generator. We're all personally connected to it in ways that we don't even understand sometimes. You know what I mean? It's like I don't know. It's very special to be a black American, to be a human being on this earth in general. But
So here's my take on it, and I've met some very genuine people in this world. I just happen to have like a little, maybe I'm too militant, I don't know, but my understanding of blackness is not just the behavioral stuff. It's the political, societal, irreversibleness of it. It's a caste. It's the inescapableness of it. I don't care how dope you are. I don't care what block you grew up on. I can't take this off. ever,
Yeah.
even when I want to. When you white, you could take this off.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
And you know how to play that.
And you know how to play that.
Yeah.
It's not your
not
it's
saying
not
no-
wait,
no
wait.
exist.
It's not your business voice. It's called code switching. That is a survival mechanism for African Americans. I've used it a bunch of times. I've used it to get it.
So-
I've used it when it was necessary to survive. The consequence when it's inescapable, because there's blackness is not just a feeling. It's not just the way you grow up. It's the inescapableness of it, right? Just like a gazelle is never going to be a lion, no matter how hard it roars. Period. You are prey. That is predator. I don't care how many predators let you hang around them. When they get hungry enough,
They're gonna eat you
you up. Point blank, period.
for shitty.
So I don't care how cool Eminem is. I don't care how cool your white girl is. I don't care at all. This is inescapable. When I don't want it to be. I love it and I never leave.
But that's what makes it
But
attractive to everybody else.
So that's I love it. And the things about it that I probably shouldn't like are endearing to me because I did survive it. But I can't leave even if I wanted to. And when I watch black people try to leave, it looks ridiculous.
Explain that. What does it look like when a black person
When a
tries to
black
leave?
person tries to leave, when they try to start taking on mannerisms of the
or
upper
blend
culture.
into that culture.
Yeah, they
'Cause
try to
I've
bl-
seen that too. I've seen
Yeah.
somebody move, like my brother when he moved to Hartford before
Connecticut?
yeah,
Mhm.
before he moved, my mom said, "All right, remember, you still a nigga," and I don't mean that in a harsh way. It's what you gonna go to jail for. They gonna get probation for.
Oh, every time.
So you have to keep that in mind, because you could go up there and yeah, you can act like them, dress like them, hang with them, but they gonna remind you.
You're literally the black sheep, bro.
Mhm.
Something
And like I
happens,
say,
you the first
people
suspect.
try to come like they be like, oh, Puerto Ricans are black or Dominicans are black. That's cool, but tell a Dominican they black.
I'm not Dominican. I'm
Oh,
not, no.
or-
I'm
or-
not,
or-
I'm no
I know black. I
I'm
know
no
black.
black.
I know black.
I mean, they look at you. No, I'm not.
Hey, wait. On that note, though, how do you guys feel about the whole like foundational Black American, not versus, but I guess
Give me your take, and then
Wait,
I'll
wait,
give
wait,
you.
wait,
our
wait, wait,
foundational
wait.
Black Americans, and then just African Americans.
Okay.
There's people here.
So if you don't understand what a foundational Black American is, they're a group of people who believe, very loosely, they believe that one, the African American experience is completely different from every other experience in the African diaspora.
it is.
Very, it's not, but it's very different.
It is.
It's not. It is singularly not. There is the only difference is the language.
No, it is, and it's ridiculous to say it's not, because everybody's experience as a Black person, depending on where you are and who and what history has given you, is slightly different. I'm not saying that the diaspora is we don't share like certain things in common, but as Black Americans, the things that we go through, the things that we have produced, and the things that we talk about are going to be different. And it reflects
But
in the world.
the difference there's a difference between the word different and variation. There's a variation for sure. Different
Perception.
different means separate. Like this, like up is different than down, right? That's not the same thing. South and
It is in
southwest,
space.
south and southwest are kind of like variations of each other, right? So when you watch what's happening in the African diaspora, and we were just talking about this earlier, and when you watch what projects look like versus what favelas look like in South America, you're watching projects. They just take a different form, but the effect is the same. So when you start to make cosmetic thoughts different at a structural level, then yeah, they look different, so they must be different, but they're not. So and a very important person, I want to say it was Kwame Ture, said this. You were more concerned with where they dropped you off than where they picked you up from.
Well, I could give you an example.
So- okay.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Well, my friend from Ghana, she worked with me. She literally said she couldn't, and she's coming from Africa. She was like, what she couldn't understand was why Friday the movie Friday was such a phenomenon amongst American black people. She was like, it's just cussing and bullying and fighting. She was like, why is that the pride of us? And that's her coming from Ghana, because like I say, that they do see, it's about perception. We all could be looking at the same thing but see it different. So their perception is not ours is rooted in trauma, if you want to be honest. And we kind of just made, and not saying theirs isn't, but they have a certain pride, I want to say about them. We have a level of kind of ignorance, or
Keep going. Keep going.
we are more
Keep going.
susceptible to our own trauma, and we turn it into a joke. Versus the other side is like, why do you think that this is acceptable? Why do you think that, why is this something that you, because I'm going to be honest, I can't stand the movie Baby Boy.
I hate that movie so goddamn much.
Why?
Oh my.
Why do you hate Baby Boy?
Let me break it down. Hold on.
Let her do it. Let her cook out. Let her cook out. Let her cook out. Let her cook out. What?
No.
Brilliant, bro.
It would have been brilliant, number one, if it would have ended with Jody having his own car.
No.
No. Because why? Because coming from a little black girl, I know black girls who look at that and emulate that and think that's how a relationship is supposed to be.
Yes.
And if Jody would have came up and got a car, and Jody, because why? Why can't he have a car? Why he still driving the back car?
But look,
she got engaged, but all she ended up is she pregnant again, and they sit.
Yes,
but
ma'am.
why is that our black men?
No, wait. That's a great question. Why is it our black men? But what makes Baby Boy brilliant is that it feels true. How many niggas do you know is living that life? It is the elevated man child. It is somebody who even though they are adult is still at a stunted growth level. They think about these things. They got kids. They got all these things going on, and they still trying to make it work. And like, to me, Baby Boy feels like a nigga like overcoming. Like, yes, the nigga is struggling. Yes, the nigga is not necessarily the best person ever. Yes, he has 2 baby mamas. Yes, he's fucked up. But like, I get the whole emulating that and everything. It's not really emulation when that shit is happening, even when a nigga don't see Baby Boy.
So I get it. So what you're saying is that the movie. This is a movie that's imitating life for real.
Yes, that's what makes it beautiful.
But
it's the fact that it's like, I know baby boys, bro.
And I do too. But why does that have to be? Like I said, it's emulating it. But everything that you watching affects that child. A child is not looking at that saying, oh, like I said, I was that little girl who thought that shit was cute to have that. And it's girls now I've seen from school time. I've been in school to little girls who drove my bus. I drove buses for 7 years. Girl, we just like Joe. You are emulating it. And like I said, it would have been good. It would have had hope at the end if Jody got himself together and got him a car. Because now you're showing who's watching it, oh, he got himself together for real. But no, all it did, it really kept us at this.
Okay, so we talking about John
point.
It's a John Singleton movie, right?
Yeah, and I'm gonna be honest, not all, just cause you a black director do not mean, cause that 50 Cent Power shit, I'm against it because it's all about black women putting their son into the game. It's all about black women fucking, and that
we gonna get on that.
Terrible.
But in looking at John Singleton and his work, and if I'm just only looking at Boys in the Hood and Baby Boy, it's not about happy endings, because so much of our lives is not about happy endings. And like, that is the solid truth. Yes, it sucks that children look at that and emulate that. But in a way, like, that's why you need to watch shit with your children, so they can look at it and you be like, hey, you see that shit happening? That's reality.
I'm not watching Baby Boy with my child.
I'm not saying you should, but I'm saying if your child is watching it,
they sneak it.
If your child is watching it, you found out they're watching it, you have an obligation to go and talk to them about the things that they watch. Yes, that is a reality. Yes, those things do happen. Yes, there are 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 Jodys all around you. No, they're not all bad people. These are the reasons these things happen. Yes, some of these things are under their control. No, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like it's more of a case study. It's like, look at this thing. This is what it is. The art cannot be blamed for the reality in which it comes from.
But why we always sell that to our people?
That's
Why
not-
is that the only thing we sell?
That's not all we
That's
sell.
all we sell. Give
But
me something that like I say, give me something that doesn't have to end in, oh, this is how we are.
But
like I
it's
say,
not
give it a
reality.
hope. But no, but it can be.
And
Because like
But
I say,
those stories
I
do
can show
exist.
you this going on, but
Yeah.
at the end, I can show you this black man got himself together. If you look at them, a lot of these movies, look at
Yes.
the Bronx
Yes.
Tales. It has that little ending piece that can swoop it around.
Yes.
But like, and
We
that
as
movie
black
has affected
people in America, as Africans living in America, we do not have the luxury of facsimiles of happy endings. We need to be able to understand that, hey, nigga, this is what it is. If you want it to be different, you make it different. But this is what's going on around you.
But you gotta show it, because guess what?
No.
It's so many parents that are not that are trying. It's parents that are emulating that. It's people that, because we need a hope. Just because so what
we
you
is the
saying?
hope. We already have the hope.
Look, we got kids that are shooting in the mall. We have a little boy that came down here.
I don't think that's baby boy's fault.
But I do think it's a part of culture.
I see what you're saying.
It's
And
a part of culture. It ain't got to be a baby boy's thing, but who raised them?
okay, so
Because
what,
I know mothers.
so-
I know. I've dated a little white
what
man.
I'm gonna connect on you with is the fact that you're saying like, hey, look, I understand that shit is real and that shit happens, but why that gotta be all we got? It kind of connects to the whole 12 Years a Slave. Why we got all these slave movies? Why we got all this? Yes, we do have to do more on having, I guess, maybe we do need more happier endings.
Yeah, more success.
we
but
need hope.
But like in this place, in America in itself, it's not about just having hope. It's about it. Our existence here has been about overcoming. It's been about, hey, look, nigga, y'all is literally slaves. Now you're not. Now you're this. Now you're not. Now it's almost
Or-
like look at where it's at, and then you can adjust. Like without Baby Boy being the movie it is, with its not happy ending, which I think it kind of was a happy ending. It's like, didn't he get with Yvette at the end or
He's
something?
still driving her car. He ain't got nothing. He's still going to
And-
her house.
but,
Again,
but that-
no, think about it. We came from different worlds. We came from, damn, Martin had his own spot, Gina. We came from living single. We came from
Wait.
the Constables. You got to
But
think
wait,
where
wait,
our
wait, wait.
cinema went at.
Wait.
We
No,
had family.
But see, that's a whole different bag. Now we're looking at the Huxtables representing what 1% of black families ever.
No. But I remember because I grew up a single mother in the middle. I mean, with a single mother in the middle of East Savannah.
Yes.
When I saw that, what did that give me? That gave me a, it made me feel
And I
that I can have that, even if I don't have it.
and I agree.
I can have.
But we also have to discuss, just that we're discussing the negative things, or like maybe not the most positive parts of Baby Boy. There's also not positive parts about the Cosby Show and what that represents, and how that is not necessarily what's going to happen to most black families.
But
So
when
here's
you
a
walk out
problem.
that
Here's a
door-
problem.
Let
Here's a-
me just get this point. When I walk out that door, life is in front of me. I don't need a movie because, like I said, I saw Baby Boy. Like you said, it's people out here who ain't saw Baby Boy who live in that life. So guess what? That's already in my face. That's already there. All that did is confirm to me that, oh, well, maybe that can be. Because
So-
people still think that's cute.
I think that's media literacy.
So here's the thing.
That's a question of media literacy and not a question of the art itself. Art cannot be blamed for the individual's media literacy, like, ability. Like,
But so here's the problem with that. Here's the problem with that idea, and I love everything that everybody's saying. So here's the problem with that. One is, regardless of what the intention of the artist is, the people who control media understand the end result. So I know that maybe Baby Boy by itself, in a sea of It's a Different World and the Cosby Show and Parenthood, and it might not have that resonance. It might just be entertainment, but in a sea of Boys in the Hood and all the genre reinforcement, while I have taken away what real life actually looks like, then I have a power of perception over you. There's a reason why you hear these executives say, we'll produce these kind of movies for black people. We would never produce this for white people. Because they understand the power of cinema. Joseph Goebbels is not the godfather of propaganda because he didn't understand how it worked. If I put this in front of your face and tell you it's the truth, you don't have enough time to check behind me. I can use my authority as the producer to make you believe it's real. So then, like she said, little girls grow up thinking this must be what life is.
That's what love is.
This is what the expectations I have in front of me. I don't have another metric to judge this.
And again, I think like we're giving too much power to television and media, and not in the power of people as parents and the community to actually talk about the things.
But if you are watching things happen, so there's more than one thing happening at the same time. So families are being disorganized, families are being disintegrated,
for sure,
and you have propaganda. So it's not one thing. Like when you look at, and I've said this before,
you think Baby Boy's propaganda?
I think all of it is. I think
all media is propaganda.
I think yeah.
It's perception.
Point blank.
It's shaping your perception.
It's Malcolm X was propaganda. Martin Luther King was propaganda. Propaganda is not negative.
No.
It's what I want you to believe and what I'm willing to produce in order to make it perceivable.
So sometimes I feel like, I feel like people give too much credit to the people given the green light. You just brought up Joseph Goebbels. I feel like while he was the head of the whole Nazi fucking media and propaganda wing, he himself was just an executive producer green lighting a whole bunch of people's ideas, right? So
no, he wasn't. No, he was the person who was he was the one architecting these ideas and giving and then giving executive producers like, hey, yo, this is my idea, bring it to life.
What is the famous Nazi film? What is it? Triumph of the Will.
Okay.
Triumph of the Will. That's done by like some German lady, something Riefenstahl or some shit like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like he might have green lighted that shit. Her vision, her way of doing it. Do. What I'm saying is like I feel like we give too much like I don't know power and attention to people at the top just green lighting something for $1. And also, if I'm talking about Joseph Goebbels is not directly like equatable to a fucking Hollywood producer. They have two different goals. Joseph Goebbels' goal was to prop up the Nazi regime and to literally create propaganda. A producer's goal in Hollywood sense is to make money. If it's by propaganda's sake, sure. But I'm sure if they were like, nigga, if it's gonna make money, I give like the best message. They probably do that too. I'm saying there's like.
So you don't. So capitalism has just like capitalism has a job of reinforcing itself.
For sure.
Just like any other societal norm has a job, it needs to recreate itself by creating the perception in the people that this is the path you need to go in. Right? The Bible says that when you raise a child in the way that they should go, when they grow, they will not depart from it. Right? So that happens in secular life. The way we've been taught to behave, you didn't create that. That wasn't your idea. You were brought into a world where these ideas were already being acted out in front of you. And you are just imprinting the world that you have in front of you and trying to figure out how to follow the patterns.
Uh-huh.
So if I grow up in a world where Joseph Goebbels has been able to create propaganda to create the idea of the mythology of the German Reich and all this other stuff, then yes, I'm going to see that. I'm going to ingest that. And if I believe the producer, because I don't have any reason to doubt that person, then I'm going to not only believe it, but I'm going to ingest it and make it a part of me. Just like any other thing. It's what he did was bad because the end result was bad. But when you see...
I guess.
When you see like the point where they take black movies or take black history and put somebody white in its place, like, we've all learned that,
Cleopatra does not look like Elizabeth Taylor.
Right. Or we learned that, the Lone Ranger was a black man. But the 100 years of propaganda that were used to make the Lone Ranger look like some white knight in the Wild West did a lot of work.
So again, the core of everything I'm saying
Mhm.
is I'm talking about media literacy.
But
Like-
if you don't have core literacy, the most people like this is we did this on the show the other day. Like most people don't read above the 6th grade level. 52% of the population don't read above a 6th grade level.
Look,
and that's where language gets tough.
I don't know if you saw the Joel Santana interview when he's like niggas don't have to read.
Yes.
I don't agree with that.
Yes.
Hold on,
Yes.
I don't agree with that, but I don't feel like your literacy, your ability, I think that it helps. I think that it helps. But I think that media literacy it's kind of more rooted in like a community thing. If I can talk to 10 people about something that I watched and I can kind of learn from everybody about it. Like I love your opinion about Baby Boy. I love that. And I love my opinion. I love your opinion. I love your opinion. We put them all in the stew and then we feed them to some child that just watched it. They're going to have a more educated opinion. And that's what I'm saying. Like it's not about
But do you think
A child in the projects right now, Hitch Village Project. Like I said, I have driven school buses for every school in Chatham County. You think that child who mama's a single mama chasing behind that shit ass baby, that baby boy, you think they give a fuck about media? Because all they see is what they see. And like I say, that's just like I said, this is across the board. This is not
That's
looking from down. This is on ground level.
Wait. It's about saying, that's like saying, do you think they give a fuck about math or science? Like everybody gives a fuck about something that you make applicable to them.
No, if their mother, because let me tell you, if the person who's supposed to care and supposed to, because everybody get their foundation from mama.
Yeah.
So if I don't care, nobody.
No.
It take a special. It take a very special child with that in them to receive it.
Yes, ma'am. It takes a village to raise a child. The mother can be in the way. She can be fucking baby boyed out, chasing after some nigga. I don't know. But like that child does not only come across their mother. They go to their school. They fucking go to church. They get on the bus. They talk to people. What I'm saying is
That sound mythological. I'm talking about right now. I'm talking about going around. These children not going to school. I mean, going to church. The whole neighborhood is thinking just like this.
okay. So check it. I was raised by a single mother.
Right.
Right. Media literacy. It's something. It's not something that is like foreign to.
But talk about your whole background. Did you have somewhat of a foundation? Because I'm talking about children who don't have. This is a child, like I say, from ground level, not looking down. Because I can help who I can help on my bus. But if my whole community is thinking and acting just like this, I can probably spark something or throw an idea in there. But if that's what I see. That like this is how I see it. I see that Jody really do love her. I see that but he going back and forth with her.
Yes.
And I see this little boy like, well, shit, I'm gonna live off women. I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna exploit this woman, or it's okay to be like this. It's okay to haul off and slap her, but eat her coochie afterwards, and sex is gonna make every argument better.
I've had relationships like that.
I've had relationships like that too. Who think sex can, but if I see, then that is my perception because it looks cool and I see this person going in and fighting that toxic shit. Because right now, toxic shit real popular in the media.
Toxic shit is always popular. It's never not been popular.
No, but it's more because now, like I said, this is what I'm hearing on my bus from children. You didn't hear that. We didn't talk about being toxic in high school.
We didn't have the language for it. We were saying the same thing differently.
No, we weren't. We were absolutely not. I was there. I was absolutely there in the 80s and 90s. There was no conversation around this.
Now you probably had
around what though?
Around like so
popularized.
So therapy speak was not always in culture. We didn't always have that language.
We're acknowledging that these kids have therapy speak. In general, we're just acknowledging that they're more intelligent than we.
That's not just because you know the words do not mean you know the implications of that.
Wait. Of course not. All I'm saying.
What is our version of?
All I'm saying is at the end of the day, like I'm not gonna get mad at the art when you can sit next to this person and be like, hey, this is what this is. And I might not get to you until 10 years afterwards, bro. You could be 21 and I'm talking to you about the Baby Boy movie. But at that time when we're having that conversation, we need to be having it in a way that does like promote media literacy. That's what I'm saying.
But here's the point. We have to have that conversation around media literacy. In order to say that, you have to acknowledge that that's not happening. right? If I need you to take medication, I have to first acknowledge you're sick, right? And you need this because you're not getting it, and whatever you're suffering from is due to the absence of this thing that's going to make you better. So when we don't have children that don't, first of all, and I'm just going to say this, I always believe this, if you don't have a base in literacy, period, every other form of literacy doesn't even matter, right? My father always taught me, he always asked me this question, what's more important, reading or math? And if you listen to people now, it's all about financial literacy. He said reading is more important than math because math can teach you, reading can teach you math, but math can't teach you reading.
Fair.
So if you don't know how to read, if you don't know how to suss out what necessary information is in this paragraph and what else is superfluous, just nonsensical stuff that's just in there for fluff, if you don't know that, then you don't even understand how to learn. So if you don't know how to learn, if you don't know how to suss out, if you don't know what type of language is being used in this propaganda, what's actually information, what's actually being persuasive speech, what's actually being all those things that we've learned that you just know. It's just how you understand how to read. Okay, I get what they're trying to say right here. You're taking for granted that the 8-year-old just got that too, and they don't.
Look,
because the person, like she was saying,
look,
the mom who just gave the kid the
you
tablet,
just said the
gave
number.
the kid the phone.
8-year-old. I have an 8-year-old.
Right.
I have an 8-year-old. I'm not just going to let him watch anything, but at the same time, if for some reason he's watching Baby Boy, watch that shit. And we're going to talk about it.
Because you're a good parent.
But that's what I'm saying.
Because you're a
I've said
good
the same thing to
But
my
again,
parents.
like I said, even with TikTok.
Yeah.
Children are watching grown people. It was a student got beat. She got her phone snatched and beat at West Chatham Middle School. That wasn't happening in our grade.
No.
But like I said, this is what they are seeing, and it's too much out there. And we could teach, but who's teaching finance?
Yes.
Media.
Okay.
Like I said, you could be a good parent, but it's not a lot of good parents.
So
out there.
I see what you're saying there. Yes, these kids have way more thrown at them. Way more thrown at them. More than
And
we could ever
it's
fathom.
just another level.
But what I'm saying is, it's not about, I'm going back to Baby Boy. It's not about baby boy. Baby Boy didn't need no happy ending. Baby Boy needed niggas to talk about it, to not just look at it as like, oh, it's a movie, it has a happy ending. Like, no, that's not our luxury in this country specifically, not through John Singleton's art.
So here's my question. Why if we understand the power of propaganda, do we have to relegate ourselves to this reality-based ending, right? When we look at other cultures, they can write movies about Star Trek and
Or no, just a Bronx Tale.
or whatever, and we can watch that. We can watch them talk about the Godfather, and we can watch all this stuff, and we can suspend reality for them, and go, oh man, we understand this is not real, and the end results are not really things that would really happen in real life. But when we talk about black cinema, it's like, no, we got to keep it real, dog. You gotta keep it real, man. Just be real. Just be honest, and we gotta, and that's not fair.
It's not about being. I'm sorry.
Because that's the stuff, to your point, that gets greenlit. When the realities and the end results are less than favorable, we're greenlight that. But we don't get these people too much hope. We don't want to give these people the idea that there's something better for them outside, like, because that's what the commerce of the mind, where ideas start to change hands, is where the danger is. This is why in history they didn't want us to really understand what Haiti was going through or what Cuba was going through, because more than the export-import of goods and services, it was the export of thoughts and ideas that started coming back and forth. And if you started to have conversations with revolutionary people who liberated themselves from colonization, and then that starts to eke into this culture, then all of a sudden you have a more resilient person away from your propaganda, because they have another force coming into them. This is why they don't like TikTok. This is why they did what they did to TikTok, because TikTok had a way of getting our ear that legacy media couldn't do anymore. So it was like, oh, the only thing that our legislative bodies agreed on full-bodied was banning TikTok,
Or a perfect.
not stopping Israel, not feeding Sudan.
I got a perfect example.
Go ahead.
You seen the movie Boomerang?
Of course.
Did you know when Boomerang came out, white America thought that movie was unrealistic. They tried to tear it. Now why? Because it was an all black positive cast.
Yeah.
And it was no one was a slave. It was black owned companies, black advertising. So you don't think that part so for this white media, you didn't like us in that position. You gave it all of this negative. So if that could be, and that's one of my favorite black movies, because it's a award-winning cast.
It should be.
And it's good. Like I said, it talk about a player. He a player, but guess what? Eddie Murphy had his own house. Eddie Murphy had a career. Eddie Murphy, and like I say, regardless of it's true, it does give you a sense of that can be me. It does give you.
Yeah, you
that.
know, it gives me more of a sense of that can be me. Actual legislation and like, I don't know, banks doing stuff. I don't know. I get what you're saying. It seems a lot like
You're conflating information though, right? Like, so
yeah,
that's true. But
is Boomerang good just because Eddie Murphy had an apartment and was living well?
No,
is that
it's
what makes it
showing
better than Baby Boy?
Yeah, it shows a black man. Because why does a black man have to live on a woman now? Why can't we show a black man having his own? Because it's a lot of black men running around here living off a woman.
For sure.
I have a
why
question.
we
I have
can't
one
show
question.
that?
I have one question. Give me one movie that you remember for being pretty good, that's black led, black casted, that isn't based in reality.
That isn't based in reality?
Yeah, like it's not a reality based anything. It's not a biopic. It's not a historical piece.
The Best Man. We just talked about it in length. The Best Man, the whole series.
The Best Man.
Yeah, The Best Man, the whole series.
So to your point, so good.
And all of them had their own house. All of
So
them
all
was
of them. So
successful.
it was very good. It's very thoughtful.
And
so
that's an American myth. We're not even talking about black people. We talking about American myth, American dream, just a lot of things that are like.
And it don't have to be an owned house. It could be an apartment.
Man, fuck all that. I hear what you're saying. I'm saying, like, when we get to just talking about the material of what people have, now we're talking about things that don't necessarily just include black people. Like I don't think that Baby Boy was fucked up just because a nigga didn't have his own shit. Like I feel like there's many more Baby Boys than there are fucking Eddie Murphy and Boomerang. And yes, that is a problem, but that is the reality. Why don't we check on what the reality is and then discuss why that is the reality, so then we can.
So that's a different thing. That's a different argument.
Fairy tale.
So there's way more.
Not saying that Boomerang's just a fairy tale, but just the idea.
So, but it is a fairy tale. It's a made up movie. But here's the problem, right? There are way more. I forget what the stupid TV. There are way more like Duck Dynasty motherfuckers out there than there ever will be Duck and Goose and fucking what's that stupid movie? Need for Speed, whatever that movie is, the airplane movie, whatever. I forget what it's called.
Airplane.
Need for Speed.
Need for it's
I'm
not
confused.
Speed?
You got me lost.
It's
Yeah, I'm lost too.
Tom Cruise.
Oh, that's Need for Speed.
Not Need for Speed.
Top Gun?
Top Gun. There's more Duck Dynasty motherfuckers than Top Gun motherfuckers.
How do you?
But they don't not make Top Gun movies because more people identify with Duck Dynasty niggas.
Oh,
Like that's
trailer trash.
yeah, trailer trash. They don't not make those movies. They don't not underfund those movies because they're really more
All right,
poor
look,
white
look,
people
look,
than there
look,
are
look,
poor.
look, look, look. We're
more
literally
pilots.
arguing, not even arguing. We're literally discussing a Hollywood system ran and operated by people who do not look like us in the movies that they.
But
greenlit.
that is the absolute point.
Okay, so if we know that's the point, then why are we shitting on these movies? It doesn't make sense. It's like, dude, that's if you want a Top Gun with black people, get enough black people who can do the Top Gun. It's not going to happen.
That's not the point. That's not the point, though. That's clearly not the point.
What is the point?
The point is there is a machine that is attempting to create the outcomes that we are experiencing.
For sure.
So like when you see that it was the school to prison pipeline, it's just not the dilapidated education. It's they took out education and then supplemented the education
Everything around us.
with other things. So now, not only is your education messed up, your nutrition is messed up.
Which-
Not only is your nutrition messed up, but your entertainment is messed up. Not only is your entertainment messed up, but your parental system is messed up. There are so many things that are happening, and we're just talking about one mechanism of it. One mechanism of it is this hyper visual society that we live in, where everything is given to you on your own personal propaganda machine. You have it in your pocket everywhere you go. What you want to see, they have an algorithm made for you. They know what they want you to see.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. What's that part you said? Made for you. Made for you.
And by you, because let me help you out, because we have this idea that we're individuals and we're not, because they understand that we're not, because they know how to lump us together. They know how to you don't get to build a prison industrial complex because everybody is so unique that you can't corral them together. No. I know how to get enough of y'all together to get a guaranteed outcome. You can't sign a legislation.
Wait. So what's the guaranteed outcome that is the most important in the things that we're talking about? What is that?
The guaranteed outcome is
That school to prison pipeline.
is misfitted young African American males who are going to be better suited for prison slavery than they are to actually create any sort of, because we love talking about this, equity and legacy outside. It's what's created. I'm like, just like you said, I don't need Baby Boy to go outside and see it. I can see it, but it came from somewhere. These ideas came to these kids from somewhere. They didn't make them for themselves. What happened? I'm an 80s baby. I saw the transition. As a child, you saw the transition. I remember watching A Different World when it came out. I remember everybody walking around with a Howard University sweater on. Everybody wanted to go to college. Everybody. I remember that. I remember my brother who is definitely on some thug stuff. I remember him like, yo, I'm about to go to college. I'm about to go to school.
Okay, so
because the ideas.
Yeah, but that's a whole nother conversation that's rooted. Like, okay, so
go ahead.
We're Black Americans, still Americans, right? So a lot of our things that we're gonna go through. Oh, hold on, you know what I'm. Hold on.
Okay, go ahead.
Hold on. Even with the whole, everybody wanted to go to college. Yeah, everybody did, bro. Everybody did until it got to a point where it's like, yo, that's just not really worth it. It's this, that, and the third. It's a money game. It became
a money game when we started going.
It was always a money game.
It was not.
Bro,
college was not always.
It was always a money game.
College was.
They had ramped it up since the 50s. Every decade to take more money. It was always a money game. It was always
wait. But
it was
before the 50s, it's not before the beginning of time. So before the 50s,
bro, we're talking about
that means
time with education in the U.S.
We're talking about before so if this country and the idea of it started in like 1619, you're talking about 300-400 years of a point in time where education was free. Point blank, period. That is the truth of collegiate history.
Wait. Tell the whole truth. It was free to how many people? What percentage of people? Because it wasn't until the beginning of the 20th century that these niggas was even like, maybe we should do public school. And they were still against that, bro. So it's not just like, well, they were just getting free education.
No, that's not what I'm saying at all. But what I am saying is, don't act like what happened is it's always been a education industrial complex. It's not always been that. When they could guarantee at a lower level that Black people couldn't spend enough time away from labor in order to go to a free university, then they had to charge for nothing.
Okay, so what?
But the minute that they could not keep Black people away from.
You smoke vapes?
I want to know that too. Wait a minute. Because I offered her some stuff last night. God damn, strong man.
I didn't know my strength.
Bruh, if I got to pay for a broke window.
Okay, I got a question though.
Go ahead.
You know, public assistance wasn't.
It wasn't made for Black people.
For
none
Black
of it.
people. Okay.
Yeah, none of it.
So we're going to speak on, we're going to talk about.
Why would we ever think it was made for Black people? We don't even receive most of it.
But we're going to talk about the whole systematic of how we got here. Black people funded our civil rights movement. Black families. when they allowed us into this system to get these assistants, they told a black woman you can't get it until. And that's when a lot of industries factories started closing, put women in work, put that nigga out. You can't get food. You could get food, you could get Medicare, you could get housing, but he has to go. Then you push crack into our community. So the black man, either you are so downtrodden, you take it, or you sell it. Now you got the crime bill that puts you in there. Now they starting this thing, and this is what I had to go through with my son. Boys are naturally more energetic. What they would do, and the white teachers told me this, and she's a blessing. I'm very thankful for this woman. They wanted to, she came to me, she said, they were like, oh, Daquan has a behavior problem, this, that, and the third. And she came to me, she said, we want to put him on a behavioral plan. That teacher said he does not have a behavioral plan. He just has an issue controlling his emotions, where like if he feels behind or he doesn't know anything, he's going to shut down. She said, if I put him on a behavioral plan, it's going to follow him throughout a school. And that means everybody's going to treat him like a problem. Now he's going to believe that he's a problem. And guess what? Now you have joined the school to prison pipeline because you are being treated like a criminal already.
Yes.
So all of this is systematic. We know this. And then you got to this point where when mothers, I think this is the first time in a generation where fathers are out the way. Single mothers are raising these children. These YNs their mothers are the freaknik generation children. Somewhat. That's their children. Something happened there. Because like I said, look at what we dealing with. These mothers, my mother was older. So she had an older perception. So she raised me at an older
understanding.
Older understanding with a certain level of morals. That made me stand out from everybody else sitting around in East Savannah.
Who had a teenage mother.
But you see, like, what they care about. You could tell them all day, girl, that's not love. Like I said, I had 3 homegirls, and I told this story, and one of them was here. They all sitting like this. Girl, look what that nigga, they all showing ball spots. Swear to God.
For what?
Where a nigga done drug their ass down the fucking hallway.
I'm
talking about, they literally, she like, girl, he did that to you, girl, look what. And I'm just sitting here. You think that's love. And that's what, and like I said, so I could tell you all day, baby boy not real, but that is what you see. And you believe that shit to your core because your mama dealing with it, your auntie dealing with it, your cousin dealing with it, that sorry ass nigga who's laying up in the house, who's saying that he doing something, who's saying that he helping.
Yes,
that's
ma'am.
that little boy. That's what that little boy looking at as a man.
So this where this is where we on the same plane, and we actually are all on the same plane.
Okay, let's go.
Because I'm here with y'all.
Okay.
All that shit would have happened with or without Baby Boy existing. I'm saying the point of a Baby Boy, the point of a Boys in the Hood, the point of any of these nigga movies without happy endings, to me, is to watch, discuss, think about, and digest. I don't have to go through all of that shit.
But do you? Okay, so
no.
Go ahead.
Boys in the Hood. We gonna separate Boys in the Hood. There was a positive black man now. There was one, and you had his daddy. What it showed was it showed my story that I just said. You are in the hood, but you got a father who's giving you a different dialect, who's telling you, you see how that boy raising them and was raised by that mother who favored the children. That gave more of a, that wasn't on the same level as Baby Boy. Because
it was much more nuanced than that.
Very much so.
Yeah.
Baby Boy, like I said, I watched, whether it could happen or not, it still was a go-to because guess what? That's a love story.
So check that out. So check this out because to your point, like, so remember in Boys in the Hood when Lawrence Fishburne came out and he's talking to all these cats, these kids, really, you know what I'm saying? They thugged out. But he's telling them information and you can literally, and you know, praise to the actors who really embodied this. You could really tell that they were looking like they never heard this information before. They never had a man of authority talk to them in a way that informed them without any punishment system being around it. He's like, no, do you understand what's happening around you? The problem with that is the Lawrence Fishburnes became fewer and fewer and fewer and far in between.
I don't think so.
Cause
They did. They
What the
did.
hell Vin Rain did? Vin Rain told Jody, if we was in jail, I'd make you get on your knees and fix it. He told that nigga, I'd make you suck my dick. What the fuck? Why you walking around his mama house butt ass naked? I don't give a fuck. That shit was disrespectful. Whether you, cause mama, if you wanted your son out that house, you should have. And then they talk about a mother
All right, so
who
as-
put her son out
As
because his
extreme,
brother
as
got
extreme
killed.
as that is, as somebody who's lived with a mother and then had a nigga move in straight from jail or something, bro, for me, that was like, okay, I see what this nigga going through. That's what I'm saying. Like, as much negative as you guys might see in Baby Boy, there is so much more. Like, there's people like myself who are just like, yeah, man, Jody isn't necessarily in the best position. Jody don't have shit. But nigga, I know plenty of Jodys. I've been Jody at some point. Maybe not exactly Jody, but I know how Jody feel. I know how it feels to be a young black man and everybody just treating you like you're just like, oh, you're a man, you just take it. Like, bro, I'm still figuring it out. Fucking Baby Boy, that nigga like 21 in the movie. That's a fucking baby. I'm sorry.
Oh no. So, what I'm hearing? Oh yeah. It's so good.
Puff, puff, pass, nigga.
So,
Don't throw it at me though, but
You want it?
yeah, just like
so
lightly tossed. Like, don't do what you know what I mean. Like, there's a TV behind me. I'm scared.
So
That
for
shit.
me, it sounds like it's two different perspectives here. For you, it's more of a personalized perspective towards like it's not viewed as per se a bad thing because it's relating to the community. It is something that is realistic, whether people want to believe it or not, versus a movie like Boys in the Hood is trying to give a perspective that although we have this type of mindset that could be in a state of like ignorance, it's still something that people could hope for, wish for,
Yeah.
to see out there. So it's like two different spectrums coming into one, trying to make it make sense. But it's like you respect Baby Boy because it gives a view into the black community for real that a lot of
Yes.
people don't want to see. Reminds me of that chick that was on the
They don't wanna
podcast
see, they
before.
see that shit too much.
No,
I mean, not-
no.
not-
Let it cook out. Let it cook out. Let it cook out.
So
let it
where
cook
it's like, it reminds me of the chick that was on here before,
out. Right.
to where she was like, you know, a lot of the times we have people we don't want to kind of not necessarily celebrate, but we don't want to talk about our downfalls like a Baby Boy. We don't want to see that as somebody's actual perspective. We think that shouldn't be here, but at the end of the day, that is technically a part of our story. As much as we look at a Boys in the Hood, you would hope that we can see those Lawrence Fishburnes or it's other movies that are like that. I'll even give what's that dude's name? Spike Lee. Like Do Better, whatever that movie
the Right
is.
Thing?
Do the
Yeah,
right thing.
I
Do
can't
better.
stand that
It's
movie.
fucking
But
You don't like Do the Right Thing?
I really don't like it because it's like at the end of the day, as much as we want to be upset about an Italian guy having his own business in the hood or whatever the case may be, or even the Koreans, it's like it's not those people's fault. Look at the bigger picture. It is the government that forced that to happen.
But that's media literacy. It's taking these art things and instead of being like it don't have a happy ending, fuck it. It's more like, hey,
But so
Where does this
but so
exist?
then here's the problem again. Because we're all here's the thing, and I said this a lot of times in this room. Everybody in this room is a creative. Everybody in this room is an abstract thinker. Right? That means you reach into the ether, you reach into your imagination, and you bring something that doesn't exist into reality. Right? That comes from the capability of literacy. You have to be like the idea of reading.
I don't
Just-
think that you have to be.
Wait. Just the idea of reading. Just think about the idea of reading.
Yes.
The idea of reading is looking at figures that you understand, represent phonemes, and you understand how to not only sound them out, but to read them and then connect them to complex ideas, word for word, string them together, and then do all the things it takes to do that inside of reading it. And if you're reading at a pace where you can start then to generate the pictures that those ideas start to form, and you're starting to read, and now you're not only reading, you're seeing. So now as you're reading, you're actually watching. So now as you're reading, you don't even realize you're turning pages because now you're just really, the wheels are turning. That abstract concept, that thing that you're doing, not everybody can do anymore. Most people
good
can't do
example.
anymore because nobody is teaching them to do that. Because they realize that old phrase that people were saying, we need you to be smart enough to run the machines, smart enough to do the things that we need you to do, but not smart enough to actually question why you're doing it. They realize we don't have to get you through high school to do that. You can do that at a 6th grade level. And right before, wait. Right before that, when we were educating people, we had problems with revolutionary ideas. We had problems with the Stokely Carmichaels. We had problems with the Frederick Hamptons. We had problems with people who learned how to think and started learning how to question. So then you have people who are saying, why is there Baby Boy? Why is there Boys in the Hood? Why is there Juice? Why is there Above the Rim? Why is that the only genre that we see us in?
I think the problem is,
And I got an
what I
example
see
after
is,
that.
Go ahead.
Example.
the problem I see is the fact that we ride that blurred line as between fiction and nonfiction. So most of the time when we're watching these movies that are our per se black community movies, like how when we watch slavery and stuff, we don't want to believe that this fiction is actually our realistic life. So the problem is we always want to gravitate and feel some type of way that the fiction that's supposed to strictly be fiction is actually real life that happens in the black community. So instead of taking it as the nuance that it is, people are gravitating to wanting to nitpick it apart because we don't want to see that reality.
Okay,
but
perfect
that is
example.
our reality.
I got a perfect example. And it's going to sound far off, but stay with me. Why do they have Make-A-Wish Foundation for cancer patients? Because you want them. They're not giving them a fake funeral because guess what's the reality? You going to die. I'm going to give you a wish to give you a certain level of hope. We don't have a problem wondering about slavery because I could look at Mississippi burn and get fucking pissed off and understand that I need to do better. Boys in the Hood, like I said, had that positive role model. How many years are Boys in the Hood and Baby Boy apart? They knew
5,
that
6,
that movie had a
10.
certain power in it. I don't care what you, but Baby Boy had a different level of power in it. Why is it so hard to say, okay, Jody, like you say, you got yourself together, right?
No.
So you don't think that you better than where you were. You just said I was a baby boy.
Okay. So
No,
I wasn't.
no.
I-
Let me
I-
finish. Let me cook. Why is it so hard? This is a real imagining. This is a black man having it hard. I know a lot of Jodys. And you know what? They think it's comfortable to be a Jody. Why is it so bad to have it to where there's a glimpse of, why can't we have hope? God damn, why we can't
I
have
mean,
Why
hey,
we can't
wait. To add on to what you said, I think if you watch Baby Boy and you really watch Baby Boy, you realize the niggas that you think that they comfortable being Jody, they're not comfortable being Jody because Jody wasn't comfortable being Jody, and that is the whole point. This is what I'm saying. If you want a happy ending in a movie with black people going through black people ass shit, and you want a happy ending, go see Tyler Perry. Go watch that. There's nothing wrong with that, but that's that. That's that. And the other thing is Baby Boy. And I didn't realize I was this big a fan of Baby Boy. But it's like, bro, I'm not gonna shit on Baby Boy. I'm not. Cause I see it. I saw the message in it.
Because guess what? And I'm going to give you a flip side of that.
Yes,
The
ma'am.
message. Flip message of that. Jody could have got a job. Jody selling stolen dresses on the fucking street. Because guess what? It's a lot of black men out there who will go, I done seen work 2 jobs, work as a dishwasher at one job and a dishwasher at the next. And guess what? Why Jody couldn't do that? Why is that?
Jody did the math in his head and was like, nigga, I'm gonna work 2 jobs and I'm still gonna be broke. Why don't I just
you
go
can't.
do this?
No, but you're living in your mother's house. What are you? Jody didn't have, let's be real. Jody was driving this girl car.
Jody had no overhead. Jody had zero overhead.
His claim to
Here's
fame
the
was,
thing.
give me them rims you got off that
Here's the thing.
car.
I want to say something.
Why
I
could-
want to say something so bad.
Go ahead.
Even if we're just going to talk about Jody, right? If we're going to talk about the character Jody, let's be for real. As much as we don't want to try to counterbalance us versus other cultures, let's be for real. He was literally like 20 years old.
21,
During
20,
20, 20
yeah.
21 years old. How many people for real at 20, let alone black men for real, have their shit together at 20 years old
Okay.
to where you're not staying
That's
with your
what I'm
parents
saying
and
about
not
it.
like
So-
that. Let's
But-
be
but-
real.
wait.
But no, you can't be pro-black and say shit like that.
Yes, you can.
Why we can't?
Wait.
Why
Stop.
we can't?
Pause out again, because here's where I start to understand like the age gap. When I was 18, 19 years old, that's exactly what you did. Point blank, period. You expected to get on your feet. When I was 18, 19 years old,
You could also work at Burger King as a
exactly. And so there are economic differences and challenges. Like when I was 18, 19, I was 20 years old. Me and my child's mother moved out. We were working at McDonald's, and we could afford an apartment. It was a 2-level apartment. We had our own car. We could afford things, right? I didn't work at someplace high level. I worked at McDonald's. She worked at McDonald's. I didn't do a bunch of overtime. Didn't do none of that. I went in when they told me to come in, and I got off on it. I didn't have 2 jobs. She didn't have 2 jobs. We were just regular people, and we could go to a regular job and then have a regular life, right? So when the economy started outpacing the ability of young people to do that, then you start to see the idea of getting the what we call now the scammer, because now he's able to go out into the world and get more out than I'm able to bring in. There's a lot of confusion around it. When I was 20 years old, and just to get a little bit ahead, I joined the Army. Guess who I joined the Army with? A bunch of 18 and 19 and 20-year-olds. And guess what we had? Stable income. Guess what we had? Cars. Guess where we lived? Home. It's not, when you look at other cultures, because I dig what she's saying, you hate to counterbalance it, but that's not everybody's problem. Everybody doesn't have the same problem that the black community has. We act like the way we live is some
All
sort
right,
of.
So you almost had a Freudian slip when you said we create. We didn't create none of that shit. We didn't create none of the conditions that we exist in. We didn't create most of the conditions that allowed Jody to be Jody. And I'm not going to be mad at a Jody and I love that you did the McDonald's thing. I love that. But I'm not going to be mad at Jody for being like, bro, I'm not doing that because I'm not going to thrive in that. Like, that's not everybody's experience.
I'ma tell you-
That is a small percentage of people who are going to go from McDonald's to stable. That is not everybody. That's why there's so many niggas peddling dope. That's why there's so many niggas doing X, Y, Z, because it doesn't make sense for them.
So
to do the
then
other shit.
explain to me this. Explain to me this. Because again, there was a time before dope, and black people were not like this.
Can I say this?
So you're acting like dope and weed and the way things are some inescapable reality
Okay,
that we have to sell.
No.
That we have
Can
to
I
give.
say
Wait,
this?
When I say
because I listened to all
dope,
y'all.
It's a euphemism
Can I say this?
for doing anything outside of going to a job and just clocking in. When you know that you're back then, baby boy time, your $5.25 an hour was not going to suffice in fucking California where they fucking live.
Well, I'm
bro.
gonna
Can I say
I'm gonna
this?
tell you
Can I
about a
say this?
Californian. He lives in Savannah right now. Was born? Well, he about to be 50 this year. Ran with the real Bloods. He'll tell you the true story in California. Got shot in the chest. He by a 12 gauge shotgun, but it was too far, so the pellets or whatever just hit him. Good story, but like I said, it's not impossible. Again, it has to be in you. An old woman told me the best way to get a job is to have a job.
Can I say?
You have money coming in. You can. We acting like you have to sell stolen dresses or have to sell dope.
Okay,
can I
I
say
guarantee
this?
if you in the house and you not paying no bills and you ain't got no major responsibilities because your ass broke anyway, guess what? McDonald's is way better than you walking around this bitch with nothing.
Can I say?
So that's where the pride come in. We got this pride like we too good to work at McDonald's, but we ain't got too much pride to walk
Can I say
and
this?
hustle people
Can I
for
say this?
dresses.
It's not about being too good to
I
work
say
at
this?
McDonald's. That's not what I'm saying. I'm sorry.
Okay, I looked up when Baby Boy came out. Right, that came out
2001?
2001. Let's be for real at this moment in time. What was going on in 2001? 2001 was pretty much, first off, when you hit the 2000s, from 1990, we can even say 1999. At a certain point in time, we were going through a shift, not only as a country, but as a group of people. So we're not in the same dynamic as it was before. And when we say the 1990s on how you could do certain stuff and you can get certain things, you are coming into a new perspective of living in the 2000s, let alone what he represented. More than likely, he probably represented either 2000 or 1999. So when you look at a person like Jody, you got to look at him for, first off, I'm a 21-year-old dude. I got 2 kids. And on top of that, I'm staying in California. And on top of that, I'm still staying with my mom, who I already had to deal with the fact of she put my brother out and my brother died from gang violence.
So he's already fucked up.
Like, he's already
mind is
got some
fucked up.
stuff going on with this guy. Let alone you're trying to figure out how to stay above float and not saying there's nothing wrong with getting a job, but let's be for real. At this moment in time, that's a turning point. That's even before we even hit 9/11, for before things really start going crazy. So we're starting to build and get to a certain perspective in the Black community. This is somewhat at the height before the crash. So you're dealing with somebody that's trying to not only figure out life, but you're also trying to build something. So what do you mean?
He was not trying to build anything.
No,
He wasn't trying to build what you
that nigga was
think,
not
but
trying
he
to
was
build.
trying to
Yes,
build
No, he was
something.
not.
He was
No, he
trying to
wasn't.
work
Trying
on
to build
himself, dude.
something.
No, so
Yes, he was,
there's a
bro.
romanticized
Crazy.
version of the hood nigga that both of y'all are trying to investigate.
Not at all.
It's not really a
and
romanticized
the only
thing,
one in the
no,
room
not
that
at
was
all.
an adult at that point in time was me, right?
Okay,
So wait, because I listened to all
How
y'all
old
like
was you
length. Wait,
How old
stop.
was you?
I
No,
was
no,
21.
that's you
I
was
was 21.
21.
I was
But
so I am the same age as the character at the time, right? And I had kids,
But
at
you
the
had
time.
multiple
and
things he didn't have.
wait,
You
no,
had a dad.
Wait,
You
no,
had a
I
mom.
didn't. I was raised by my mother.
But you still had your dad, though.
No, my father lived across the country. So
But did you still talk to him?
stop. Please tell me. Let me tell my
You can't
story.
bring that up because you don't know Jody Daddy could stay across the country.
I mean, in the
So,
movie, did he have a
the
dad?
point of the matter
Had a mom.
is, this man, like you said, made choices. Choices come with options, right? You could have worked over here. You didn't want to. You made this choice. I got dope boys in my family. And I'm old enough for them dope boys in my family, to some of them not being here, to some of them telling me, the little nigga that didn't have enough heart to be out there with them, you know what, I should have did what you did. I got some of them niggas that tell people my story as their story, because it has a lot more
Triumph.
it has a lot more pride in it. Because I remember growing up wanting to be these niggas. I remember the girls wanting to be with these niggas. These broads love Jody. I used to walk some of them broads home. And then watch them get 2 blocks from the house and jump in Jody car and bunk out. I remember that. I was in the hood. I wasn't no hood nigga, but I was there. These niggas make choices. These niggas don't.
And not every black boy.
Not every nigga is stuck in their condition,
Like,
because
no,
they.
I'm gonna say-
they-
I'm gonna say it like this, yo. You look at Jody, you look at me, and that's where I'm fucking leaving it. You know what I'm saying?
Wait. You gotta explain that one now.
You look at Jody, you look at me. You look at somebody who's trying to figure it out, is not always successful, is making wrong choices, but at the same time, they're making choices.
Are you choosing to be harmful? Are you choosing?
Do you think
to-
Jody was choosing to be harmful?
I think there are choices you make. First of all, when you're selling stolen goods, you're risking your freedom. Do you walk out and just to risk your freedom to do what you're going to do next?
Do you have?
Do you make that decision on a day to day? I'm just talking about as you matriculate through life. We've all been children. We've all made our choices.
We've all had to do
Right.
things
We've all
that we didn't want to do. Sure.
but that is that the tail of the tape for you? Is that who you are?
No, but that's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying.
Okay.
Just writing people off of, well, they had a choice. They could have did it. Well, nigga, bro, you had a choice. Just because your choices led you to here at this point doesn't negate Jody's experience. It doesn't make him some fucking, like, I don't know, like a troll under a bridge you don't want to be around. It's
No, but that's not the point. The point of the matter is, to the point that she's trying to make, is the end of the movie doesn't have him making some better life choices. It doesn't have him doing something different
end
than
of
he
the movie-
started the movie
the end
with.
of the movie had him teaming up with his baby mom and doing a family thing.
They went to the
on a
park.
picnic.
They went on a
What the fuck you
picnic,
want?
While
bro.
he's still driving her car, and he finally got a key and decided to leave his mama
Yo,
house.
how many
Let's be for
millionaires had to
real.
drive their baby mom's car until they got the money? I don't know.
Let's be
do the
for
math.
real.
I feel like that's worried about the wrong thing.
No. It's not.
First
But
off,
listen,
Yvette
it's
was
all
way
in your
older than this
priorities.
man in the
If you're
first
in a
place
house,
anyway.
It's priorities. If you in the house, my nigga,
chose
and
to
your
stay there.
mama
Like,
taking
what?
care,
I
and
have
your
another child,
mama
so
taking care
Be
of
for
you,
real.
and then
Can we also get
Wait. Yeah, I want to get her in because she hasn't
Like-
said nothing.
I got a whole
She was
thing
how
on
old
ba-
compared
Yeah,
to
yeah,
this
yeah.
guy?
I got
She
a
was in
whole
her
thing on
late
Yvette.
20s.
I got a whole goddamn thing because that bitch is the villain in this one.
a little bit.
Like
Yvette
she
is
was
the
in her
villain. You
late
damn right.
Sabri, what you got?
Yo, I'm gonna leave in like.
She was in her
10
late.
minutes.
Yeah, for sure.
Go ahead, Shabri.
But I love this conversation.
Yvette
y'all.
is-
Yeah, it's
It's
fun.
villain.
I'm
Great.
loving it. Yeah.
I want to say this.
Please get to the mic. Please.
Okay, then can I sit up?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see you. I didn't. Damn. Yeah.
Ayo.
Yeah. So what I'm saying, yeah, Yvette is the villain
Mhm.
because Yvette enabled Jody to continue to do the stupid shit that he was doing. I want to say this: I was raised by a mom and a dad. My dad was a provider. My mom was more in the forefront. So I know my dad. Me and my dad have a relationship, but not as tightly knit as my mom. My mama always told me, when you get with somebody, you want them to love you and honor you. And if you don't love and honor yourself, how the fuck is somebody else going to do it? And Yvette did not embody that in the movie whatsoever. What she did was she allowed her circumstance to be her personality. She allowed her circumstance to dictate who she is and how she should maneuver throughout this
Cook
life.
that shit up.
Now, what I will say is, my mama told me, I ain't gonna lie, and I love you, and I don't want you to feel no type of way. My mama always told me, your boyfriend can't stop your husband. And Jody was a boyfriend. And she continued on with this whole romanticized of we're gonna be this ghetto love story after I pluck you from your mama house, because she was older than him. She was the one who
Yvette
also
was older than him.
yes.
Mm-hmm. She was
She
like in her
also-
late 20s.
Yeah, she was at a job. Like
I ain't know that.
Yeah, she was
Like,
in her
she-
late 20s
she-
compared to this man.
She was, I'm gonna say she was stigmatized. I feel like every girl in this room had been stigmatized and realized
Yes, God.
you was fucking with something that you ain't had no business
Every
fucking
nigga in
with.
here been
'Cause-
pussy
Can you hush
ties.
your mouth, please? So I can
Like,
let
why
it
you
finish?
think
'Cause I ain't said shit when you
Rodney was
talking.
blowed? Why
I ain't said
Rodney was
shit.
like, "Oh, you got my girl
That's what I'm
pregnant"?
saying.
Like,
And Rodney was not a bad guy. Rodney was a nigga who stood on business. That's my girl. You got with my bitch after she came and got you because she couldn't have my dick no more.
what?
That's really what
That's
it
Snoop
was.
Dogg, right?
Yeah, like
But
he was like
but
Jody
the-
that got
but the
my
type-
girl pregnant.
But that's
Go ahead,
the
go
gag.
ahead.
Is
I'ma
he's
cook that
in
up, hold
jail,
up.
and he had that power because Rodney was that nigga.
and she kept
And
answering the
she
phone
kept
calls.
answering the- That's what I'm saying. Yvette
Never saw
was
it
the
like that. That's
reason
crazy.
why. I'm not saying that Jody was the way he is, but Jody had big ass shoes to fill, and he always going to be compared to that nigga because she can always on Mad Day where Rodney used to do such and such and such,
Mhm.
and that's probably why. And I'm not saying like it was no, you don't put your hands on him regardless, you know what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is, she poked that bear and she kept feeding that fear. She kept it going. She kept making him saying, "Oh, you got to do better." If she really wanted to put that man up for real, if she really want that man to be a better person, she'll call him on this bullshit and then cut it. Because niggas don't listen to when I'm talking to you, but when I do something, that's when you hear me, right? And she never did that. She never put her foot down about that. She always, he gonna do this, he gonna do that. I got his name. Like she's one of them old bitches who got a young man and think she's somebody because she got a nigga who still ride a bike.
Mhm.
Her mentality is fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I love a man who can ride a bike, but I also love a man who got a truck in his house because that's how I was raised. I wasn't raised on like my mom and my dad didn't let me date a dope boy. My sister got to date a dope boy, but the only reason why I wasn't allowed to date a dope boy because I was told this is the type of person you are, Bree, and this is how you're being perceived. That image. My mom had this conversation with me. She was like, "You have an image to keep up." So when you don't have a mom telling you no shit like that, or you don't have no woman around you really pulling you back in, because we all out here, girls, just, "Oh, I like him. He's so cute. He got abs." We all go there, but we need
I don't
somebody
have
that
abs. I don't have those.
we
I'm
never
sorry.
talked.
We ain't
about
talk about
it. We never
you.
said.
Oh, I'm
we
sorry.
never said jive.
Okay, we didn't.
And it want to be special.
Triggered a little bit. Go ahead. Please
Oh,
continue.
sweetheart, sound like you need to turn this mic off and go have a conversation.
I do.
But I digress. What I'm saying is, yeah, Yvette was the reason why Baby Boy exists. Because if Yvette would have said, You got this. You first time that nigga fuck with a bitch at my job, I'm kicking his throat in.
I mean, the craziest part was that when Rodney got out, you letting Rodney ride your car, stay in your house, and you talking all that shit, but you let this
then-
man beat
All
up.
right, we're gonna circle it all the way
That's
back.
her.
around
It's
to
her.
Come
the
on now.
culture we got right now. You, number one, you let him, he tried, instead of calling the police, you went to your baby daddy. You done put your baby daddy in a situation. So your baby daddy now and his friend is put up for murder. You sitting on the phone, pillow talking. One thing I don't tolerate, don't ever tell a motherfucker your nigga business. I don't give a fuck because you giving
Mad day?
you giving another nigga up on your man.
Because that's
Ain't no
wasn't her
way.
nigga for real.
No,
but
Rodney was her
no,
man.
But we not talking about
Maybe I didn't watch the movie.
what is shaping. no,
Like-
This is a woman's perspective.
Rodney was her dude.
Yeah, no, it's dope. It's dope to get their
But
perspective.
I'm saying
For
this
sure.
media literacy. This is what I'm saying. I don't know everything. I needed to hear y'all talk about this.
like I say, perception.
For
Right
sure.
now, we got girls who really preaching that it's okay. We got this pillow talking. We got this damn, you about to turn this nigga against this nigga. It's niggas, it's people who in jail right now behind a bitch just like Yvette. So we got, we talking, that is
But how are we gonna teach
terrible.
our boys not to be around women like Yvette? You know
By
what I'm
being,
saying?
and like I say, our mothers.
Rodney was her man. Jody was the man that got her pregnant. And she was just trying to
I don't even
hopefully
think
get
it
a
was
family.
That. I don't even think it
out
was
of
that.
that.
Rodney, boy, one thing about jailhouse talk, boy, jailhouse nigga will tell you a lot so motherfucking good.
But that was her nigga before he went to jail.
No. She loved Jody, but Rodney, that's that nigga you go to when this nigga fucked up. And
Rodney
like I
was
say, because
her
who she
nigga.
still went to. It ain't like she took up
Rodney
for
was
Rodney.
her still. She did though. Rodney was her nigga before he went to jail. Jody was the nigga she got pregnant by because Rodney ass was in jail.
But when Rodney
Rodney
got
was
out,
it
it ain't like she pushed Jody to the side.
She ain't
Again,
pushed Jody to the side because she
got a
was still
baby.
trying to the
You
baby,
play
the
a
family
family.
shit
But
she
guess what?
wanted.
You still
But
was
Rodney was her
playing
nigga.
both. You still played both. And one thing about it, she was just that nigga locked up. I know plenty bitches who would sit there and still talk to that nigga locked up. Cause why? He gonna sweet talk you. You that nigga trying you down bad. You need that up. She didn't expect that nigga to get the fuck out. She didn't expect Rodney to come home.
She did.
yes, she did.
No,
She did.
She didn't expect him to come home.
She did.
That's why he was in that house. And even
No.
though he did some fucked up shit to her, the fact of the matter is, if she did not want Rodney at that house, she could have called the police, right?
But that's the problem.
But
with,
that's
that-
what I'm
that's
saying.
What I mean.
That's Jody was just he was a placeholder.
No, she was
Exactly.
Playing,
He was a
she was
placeholder.
playing both sides. Because
Oh
again,
yeah, she was. But like
She
I
was
said,
playing
she got
both sides,
caught
but
up.
Rodney
She got
was
caught
a
up because he wasn't,
placeholder.
oh my bad. She got caught up because, like you said, she didn't expect him to get out of jail. But I can't have my baby daddy feeling like, I was really talking to this nigga, even though I was. I gotta play my part. I gotta make it seem like, oh shit, he just coming home and I ain't know what was going on.
Because at the end, that's your baby's daddy
I done seen
versus
that
a
shit.
man that ain't never
I
got you
done seen that
pregnant.
shit played out in real time where bitch just talking to that nigga locked up. I do like you. You probably had some good dick, but this my nigga. Now I done got myself in a situation because it's
Yeah.
a girl. R.I.P. my nigga Rashad Span dead right now because in the middle was 2 feet, a middle of a female. You feel me? I can tell you the whole story. Y'all can look it up. The girl, he got killed on Valentine's Day 2012, 2013. He dealing with her. She let him answer her phone. She let Shaw answer her phone. The nigga who calling is the man she been dating for years. And she let him answer her phone. Now they became a dick swinging contest. The nigga done came around they tussling. Rashad, basketball player in Savannah, Georgia, Groves, shot and killed. Nigga for Shaw did 10 years behind that shit. You know who was scot-free? Her.
Girl.
After she did what? Played that fence.
Hey,
and that's what I'm saying.
hey, I'm gonna say this, and then I gotta jet for real, 'cause I got something else to go to.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all got to.
I want to say that in my talk about media literacy,
Yeah.
all of y'all's perspective
was
super
amazing.
important.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
I didn't,
Yeah,
I
it was
didn't
dope.
have your perspective. I didn't have the women's perspective of the characters. So now, even me walking away, being like, "Oh, Jody," I'm like, "Oh, well," my own perspective would change. But that's the core of what I'm talking about. To have these conversations.
Have the mic, please.
To have these conversations about the art that we are all digesting in mass, so that we can, as individuals, understand it better. It's not about me being right or I might be wrong, nigga. I don't know, but having other people's perspectives helps me go out into the world and be more media literate of what the fuck I just digested. What did I just watch? What was the message in it? Who are the characters? What didn't I see?
But
that was
who?
being shown
But
to
so
me?
check this out, and I'm gonna take this right before you go, because y'all are younger than me, but y'all are still old enough to remember the before times where you had to read, like you had to use books, and you had to get these ideas in your mind, and you had to go through the motions. So all the stuff you're saying, the characters, the narration, the allegorical statements, all the stuff that you're saying, that's not what these kids are doing who only know the social media times going forward.
We like girls who want to be Yvette and guys who think it's cool to be Jody, and these the ones making these babies.
But here's the thing. What I'm saying.
Allowing that is, again, it comes down to the parent. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that it. A lot of people shouldn't be parents. I will say that. I see a lot of people on this planet where I'm like, you shouldn't have children, but you know how to make a child, and unfortunately, there is a child here. Now, Paisley's not gonna ever see no baby boy, because I'm not gonna let her watch that movie, because it's first of all, sexual images all through there in my child.
Right, for sure.
She don't
For sure.
need to see those things. But when she's a teenager, and I so happen to just be sitting on the couch saying I could never be a motherfucking Yvette, and she come and sit next to me, and she watches, oh my god, what is this, girl? Something that we won't ever like strive to be. You see this woman, you see how she's playing well part. It's like he said, it's about explaining certain things, and unfortunately, we don't have people. I think our generation is more on, hey, I know you saw some boobs. How that make you feel? We never had that conversation. My mom, let me tell you how my mom explained sex to me. She took a cucumber in a lemon and smashed a fucking cucumber into a lemon. I was like, fuck these niggas. I ain't never having sex.
So,
and yeah, so.
Well, damn.
You see how everybody was like,
I was a late bloomer. I was a late bloomer for a long time.
Hey, so I'm going to say this and get out of here. While I said that I've been Jody and I completely understand Jody, I want it to be known. Nobody wants to be Jody. Jody didn't want to be Jody. All right, and that is the whole.
It's some niggas that
I don't believe
Jody.
that.
It's some
because there was some moments in Jody where like when he was fucking with the dresses and the girls was fucking with him and all the other.
See, you're picking at the minutia, the things, bro. If bro, niggas is in jail having fun, bro. Just because you're in jail and you had a good time drinking toilet wine does not mean that you enjoyed being in jail. That's what I'm saying.
You need to go get a job.
We're going to have to have this conversation. You got to come back next week.
Yeah, bro.
You got to come back. Hey, yo, man, this has been a dope conversation, man.
Love all y'all. Everybody here is way more brilliant than me. I'm so grateful to be here and have heard everybody's opinions. Wow. I'm blown away.
Dope stuff, man. This is Clicked Up the Podcast. If you like anything you heard, please like, share, subscribe, do all the stuff that the dope kids do, man. Kimchi's in the building. Shabri's in the building. A lady named Bree's in the building. Shadir's in the building. We about to get out of here like last year, man. It's been a dope time, yo.
Hey, play the song, bro.
Yeah, we out of here, yo. No, we about to get out of here. Everybody about to go have a good life, yo. Drive safe, man. It's the new year coming up, man. We love y'all. Y'all take it easy.